I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Oh, I know. I know what I said. I said that I'm not doing a live today. I said that. I mean, I didn't say it out loud, but I definitely typed it that it wasn't going to happen because of the storming. It was storming like crazy, but the storm is gone. The sky is clear, maybe. I don't know. It's dark outside. It's hard to tell. But ain't got a lot of thunder and lightning going on outside right now. So I feel like I have a moment to sip some coffee with some good coin collectors, precious metals enthusiasts, both of you all, in one area, and just talk about coins and precious metals. Because that's fun, right? And I know I'm 3 minutes early, which shocked a lot of people. Thought that you had a lot of time. You're like, hey, I can go to the bathroom. I can make some coffee myself, warm up a burrito, whatever the case may be. But you don't have time because I'm starting it right now. And you're going to miss the most important thing if you are not here right now, which is the beginning. Because without the beginning, you never have anything. That's how it starts, right? The alpha, if you will. Anyways, I didn't even take a sip of this. I was too busy talking to even take a sip of my coffee. Whoa. Hit the spot. What are we going to talk about? Well, hopefully what we can do is just chit-chat about some coins and precious metals for no particular reason. Just basically because it's fun to do so. It's fun for me to talk about coins, which is a hobby of mine. So that's where I am, is trying to have fun. And that's what you got to do, right? You have to have fun before you die, because when you die, it's all over. You can't have fun during death. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, let's see if anybody's actually in here. Jeff Rummel, what's going on? Eli, how's it going? Rockzilla, hey, brother. Storms just passed here in upstate South Carolina. What is the storms all about? Is that some kind of remnant from Elsa? Is that what's going on? Because it really shocked me today, the storms. I mean, it was shaking the house, all that thunder. Did not expect that. Big Paws Metals. What's up, kids? Eli, destroy the like button. He says, just slam it. Boom, boom, boom. I'd appreciate that. Shakan47. Hey, everybody. Got set up with JM Bullion for the military discount. Awesome, Jeff. That's cool. And thank you for your service. Since you did that, Jeff, since you kindly brought up the JM Bullion discount, let's real quick show off something I just received today that I ordered in May. I think it was May. I don't know. Where's my paperwork? Let me show you. Not to say something bad about JM Bullion, because they're not the only ones. Let me see what my paperwork says real quick. I ordered this May 24th, 2021. Isn't that wild that it took that long to get a package from them? And like I said, it's not just them. It's everybody was having a problem with this. I wouldn't say a problem. It was just a pre-order item. But is the Type 2 American Silver Eagles. Just little 1 ounces. So we're going to show off some of those. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. You know what it was. Let's say hi to some really cool people real quick, though, first. I'm going to say it wrong. Don't hate me. Iridius, Rigavicus. It's a great name. The one that twists my tongue all up. Nuisance with some old coins. I like that. And Kent Dunn, how's it going? Larry Bennett, good evening to you. Let's see. Kent Dunn, how was that little love token you got? Did you enjoy it? Did the wife enjoy it? Chad Jerry, how's it going? Brian, hello. Saw, good morning. Hey, I saw your movies, Saw. I saw a few of them, actually. It's pretty scary, man. Pretty scary movies. Thanks for making those, Saw. Dude Dave, fun show was great. Oh, cool. Did I see you there? Did we pass by each other? Let's see. Yes, Jeff, thank you very much for your service. Absolutely. We appreciate that. JPL4185. Hello, everyone. Henry Anthony. Every coin shop I've taken my coin to have tried to bamboozle me out of my coins. Jeez, man. Well, listen, it's every single one. Maybe you don't have a good coin. Is that possible? Is that absolutely possible, Jeff? I don't know. Go to some forums. on the internet that's not trying to buy the coin from you. Post your pictures and get some opinions. That's what I would do. Watching you on Roku. Does that work? Hey guys, did I miss anything? Anxious Stacker, you missed the beginning, and some really cool stuff was happening. I mean, like, I had like fireworks, I had the pyrotechnics and stuff. Like, I felt like I was at a WWF, wrestling match right there. You kind of missed it, but once that's gone, that's gone. You can't see that again. Sorry to say. Chris Coin Collector, how's it going? My local coin shop has the new Eagles for $41. What did I pay for these? It says that I paid, hold on, you look at the thing. Usually they have, like, on the paper, they have how much each coin was. They didn't do that this time. They did $201.50. So $201.50. How many did I have here? I just wanted to get a sum just to say that I had them. I have 5. 5. Who can do that kind of math? Well, I know who can do it. Whole calculator can do it. So 201.50 divided by 5. I paid $40.30 each. So I guess that's about where you are on them, right? About the same thing. But I had to wait. I had to wait a little bit longer than you did. You were able to pick them up today. I had to wait a little while. Let's see. Clint Fox. What's up, Spaghetti? Always enjoy your content. Sorry, spell check called you Spaghetti. No, I nickname myself Spaghetti sometimes. I like that. Let's actually look at one of these Type 2s. I haven't showed these off on my channel. To be completely honest with you, the Type 2, the new Silver Eagles, the new Gold Eagles, I'm not necessarily a giant fan of them. I mean, they're a new coin, so naturally new coins I'm not that into. At least with something that already had a design to it, we're changing the design. I'm just not that crazy about them, to be honest. Not to be totally negative on them. It's just I feel like I would have done a different design. I'm going to talk about kind of my thoughts on it here in a second. But, I got a few of them here. I'll probably end up getting just a tube or two worth of them just to, have them. And I do like to buy Eagles once in a while just to, fill up monster boxes full of Eagles. No big deal. And I'll probably get like one of the Gold Eagles. And maybe like one of these, and like when they start doing the 10th ounce, I'll do one of those. And that's probably it. That's probably all I'm going to do with those. I don't really want to collect them that much, to be honest with you. Anyways, let's talk about it for a second. First of all, can you see it well on this camera? I will say that I don't like the emptiness on coins, like the fields. I feel like we could have done something there. And so you see a lot of these new coins from really well-known mints, Canada, where else? Where they make the, you remember the Britannia, the new Britannias, the 2021s? Beautiful coins. They got so much going on. There's so much room here. I mean, like, you can do stuff. You can do, like, radial, like, sunshine lines, kind of like how, the St. Gaudens, well, this is actually not the St. Gaudens, but like, on the St. Gaudens, if I had one, I think I have one over here. Hold on a second. Here. So on the St. Gaudens, we got, like, lines that come up from the sun. I mean, that would have been pretty, on the reverse here. Just kind of like with the eagle, some just like a sun right here, and then just lines. And you can use that kind of like as a anti-counterfeit, kind of thing. But I just feel like it's just a plain design. A lot of people were having an issue because the wing is clipped, the left wing. So, hey, what does that tell you, right? They want to clip the left wing. A lot of you right-wingers, we're okay with that, right? That's an issue that a lot of people had. It didn't show the full eagle on there, which, is typical of older coins. You see the full eagle, because why not? The eagle in its entirety is beautiful. And the gold eagle, as you see, has a severed head on it, pretty much, of the eagle. Now, the anti-counterfeit that we all were trying to figure out what they were going to do is this. Kind of ridiculous, right? Just that they took one of the little reeds out of the reeded edge. And that is their method of anti-counterfeiting. And I don't think that counterfeiters are going to have a hard time at all replicating that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You can see that it happens around the M and the E there. Actually, it's closer to the E and the R. That little reed missing. So that's that. The obverse stayed the same. No big deal. 2021. They are in nice condition for sure. So like I said, I'll probably end up getting enough of these to fill a tube or two. And if I happen to get some along the way for a good price or whatever, so be it. But I'm not trying to go, excuse the camera work, too crazy on these. But anyways, JM Bullion, that's where I got these from. And that's that. That's all I got to say about those things. Like I said, 5 of them. Man, they cost a lot. Remember when we can get Eagles for like $1.50 over spot? $2 over spot? When we were complaining? Obverse is not the same. Okay, what is the difference? I haven't watched all the information. Tell me what we're doing different. Let's see. Let's see if I can see the difference here at a glance. What is the difference on the obverse? Should I get some other Eagles to compare? Should I do that? Larger date for 1. Oh yeah, it is kind of a larger. Larger date. What else we got? It's a little bit bigger. I mean, the design is the same. Why did they make the date larger? Why was that? People having a hard time seeing the date. Way less definition. Let's get one. Hold on a second. Let's get another one. Oh! Too much time on my hands. All right, here we go. Got a tube over here. Oh, excuse me. The initials. All right, we're gonna put the 2 to the test. Here is a 19. So yeah, you can see the date right away. So here are the differences. So yes, a larger date for sure over here on the right. Yeah, I guess here the lines and like the dress, is it because of the airtight? But they do look like they're a little bit more defined for sure. What else do you think, guys? Are the letters in Liberty are larger? Is that the case? Let's see the Y's here. It's hard to tell, but they are. It is a different font, is it not? What do you think? A little bit different? Look at the flag, you said. All right, look at the flag. Much less detail on the flag. Almost nothing. You know, a lot of times with the counterfeits, too, the flag, that's where they were easily identified, too. The counterfeits had like this weird, like checkered kind of oddness to it, whereas our flag, it just looks different than the counterfeits did. But yeah, this one, the flag just looks like there are no lines, just stars. So yeah, we got some differences for sure. But this is where the main difference comes out, isn't it? On the obverse. Big time. And now we have a removed reed there. And of course we can't see this one because it's in an airtight. But yeah, look at the head. Let's look at the head real quick. Hold on, let's look at the head. So yeah, much less detail. I wonder, I mean, did they tell you why there's so much less detail? Because you'd think that on a coin that you're trying to stop counterfeiters from messing around on, you'd want more detail, right? You'd want to make it really, really tough. So have they explained why they've kind of just made these, I would call lackluster? Not into them. You can tell how much I know about the new Eagles because that was the first time really knowing about what was going on with them. And they seem pretty lame now that I'm looking at them. So I like them even less. I haven't heard anything about why, and I've been researching. Well, if you ever find out why, man, definitely email me, let me know. That way I can maybe put a little community post there for everybody and try to figure out initials under In God We Trust. So yeah, of course there's no initials. Well, this was they always put West Point there, right? Didn't they just put West Point? Now we have initials there. Anyways, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not really a big collector, not a big fan of it. Now, seeing that the detail is actually much less than they used to be, kind of a less of a fan. It'll be harder to counterfeit them. It'll look all wrong stamping them. Why would it be harder to counterfeit something that has less detail? I'm just kind of curious about that. Because that's what you identified before in the counterfeits, and I might have one here. 1 second. Yes, I do have one. I got a bunch, actually. Let's see. So, all right. Let's put it to the test. Ugh. So here is, taking all these back out. Here is the new one, and here is a counterfeit. And you can see in the flag, hopefully, how the lines look. This is a complete counterfeit coin, by the way. They actually do have the larger date on the counterfeits. But see how the flag looks like just like a checkered pattern? With less detail, makes the coin look worn. Yeah, I don't see why less detail is going to make it harder for counterfeiters. I feel like it makes it easier because, like I said, some of the reasoning you can tell that this right here is not genuine is because of the details. Like you look at the lettering, the letters are so thin in like Liberty compared to an authentic one. Doesn't look right. The rays look different here. The counterfeiters have a hard time with the details. And now we're giving them access to not have to worry about that. Isn't that crazy though? A slabbed NGC coin that's actually completely fake. Let me read some of these real quick. I'll stick with Libertads. Yeah, buddy, stick with the old Libertads for sure. I'll get one encapsulated just for the heck of it. Do it. Speg, would you be able to show the reeded edge at T of Liberty? Sure. 1 second. Let me get T of Liberty. So right here. So there's T, and this is the new one. Looks just like a regular reeded edge. Am I wrong? The only issue, or the only difference is right over between, well, it's easier to, where are you at? There. Just below the date. Let's see. What else did I miss? John Ruck saying, what up? John Ruck. Destroy it on live. What, the counterfeit? If I could get out to the garage and start messing with all my tools, I could do that, but I'm not going to the garage right now, making a bunch of noise for the kids to wake up. The Britannia, for instance, has way more detail because it's harder to counterfeit. It's just an excuse for something else. Yeah, I mean, try to counterfeit like one of the newer coins, like the Britannia, for example. Whoa, good luck on that one. Checking in from gnarly traffic jam. Where's the traffic jam, Chad? Arizona? Man, it's what, like, is it 6 o'clock over there or 7 o'clock in Arizona? Time to have traffic chill out. Let's see. You should cut one in half and melt it down to check it for bugs. Yeah. What coin would you say is the hardest to counterfeit? I don't know. I think I have one of the new Britannias here. Hold on a second. Hold up. Now, this is stuff I bought just for the purpose of melting. Now, I'm not going to melt a Britannia because I think they're absolutely beautiful. That's why I'm not wearing gloves, though, because they were already touched a bunch. And I'll just touch them on the sides here. But can you see the lines here in this Britannia? You tell me if it's easier to counterfeit this crazy thing, which looks like a scrambled TV almost, or if it's going to be easier to counterfeit a eagle that has almost no design. Look at what's going on in this coin. The fields are full of stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are going to make this coin hard to counterfeit. And even the other side here has just lines, and they're different lines too. It's not the same kind of lineage as you have here. These are more like waves, and then I don't know how to explain, like a honeycomb pattern throughout it. And this right here has, they're just like circular waves all over the place, or lines back and forth. I mean, this is, try to counterfeit that. People will try, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be tough. And then you even have this little privy mark, which has lines going a different way. And if you look different ways, you can see the little three-prong little trident there, and you can see like a little lock right here if you go this way with it. So again, which one are you going to want to try to counterfeit? The Easy Eagle, this piece of cake right here, you know, that you guys think is tougher now because it has less detail, or this son of a gun. I think our mint is terrible compared to what else is going on out there. And you know me, man, I love America, I really do, but our mint just is not the greatest, I will say. So many security features in the Britannia. Yeah, and that's just one I happen to have, but and I don't have it right here next to me, but some of the maple leafs, man, those are crazy too. I'm trying to look and see if I did have one to show you all, but I don't. But you know what a maple leaf looks like, and they're just getting crazier and crazier. Chinese collusion, yeah, Corella, right? Chinese collusion. Am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Do you think that the counterfeit is going to be, the counterfeiting is going to be easier now on these Eagles, or harder? Again, this is the old type right here. This is counterfeit. This is totally fake. This is junk. This is garbage. This was given to me. Many of these were given to me by a fan, and I kept them in the capsule so I can show them off sometimes at certain points in my videos to try to explain that they exist. They do exist. I think I have one that I totally destroyed here. Hey, you guys want to see some counterfeits real quick? Want to see some craziness? Let's see. You think sales of the version 2 will fall and will go back to original? There's an excitement right now for sure, right? Because it's a new coin, so people are wanting them. I remember at the fun show that I was just at, that large coin show in Orlando, a lot of people were talking about it. You can hear them in passing saying like, hey, any tables with the new Eagles, any tables, type 2s, blah, blah, blah. Did you get yours yet? Blah, blah, blah. I think even the video that I created of that Orlando fun show, that people, you can hear on the video as I was passing them, they were talking about the new Eagles, just in that brief little video I created. So there's excitement there for sure. But, you know, once people start getting their hands on at least one of them, I'm sure that excitement will die down. How often are the fakes magnetic? Sometimes. Let's see. Here's an interesting counterfeit right here. What do you think about this one? Have you ever seen this counterfeit? And again, very plain around the fields, right? Very plain, 999 fine silver. Sell me a type 2 speg. Are you selling any? No, I'm not selling any of those. It's not, honestly, those kind of things are not worth it for me to try to sell, because I'm not going to try to sell them to you for more than they're valued, because they're not, you know, it's just an eagle. You can get some for cheap enough though. John Rux, sorry if you missed some chat. Man, come on, man. You can just, you know, come back when you got to come back. So listen, Dragon Master, how often are fakes magnetic? Let's see, I got a rare earth magnet right here. Put it back in there. Let's see. Let's find out. Watch this. Here's a rare earth magnet, and here is a counterfeit coin. And so often enough, right? Now, I think back in the day with counterfeiters, they were quite often magnetic. I think lately counterfeit has become like better. They've kind of stopped this so much, the magnetic stuff, because like even Coin Guy, I think, said on one of our videos that it kind of is amateur hour, because most, you know, people that run a shop, the easiest thing that they have is just a magnet that they just go over to people's bullion they bring in and just quickly wave it over like a wand, and anything that picks up obviously is not silver. So let's see. Kenny Jones, there's nothing wrong with the U.S. Mint itself. The problem is the red tape of Congress. Wow, never seen a counterfeit spider. I'm at work also, John Ruck. Would banks sell counterfeits? They could, right? I've heard, listen to this, I've heard of banks, and I don't know how it's true because I've never actually had it happen to me, but banks actually giving out counterfeit money, and then people going to like a grocery store, and you know, the grocery store takes that little pen and swipes it across like the $20 bill, and they go, hey, this is counterfeit. And then the people go, excuse me, I just got this from a bank. How is it counterfeit? And then they go back to the bank, and the bank's like, yeah, well, we didn't give that to you. You know? So I've heard it's possible. I don't see why it's impossible. Let's see. I'll give you $200 for that spider. The spider's fake. I don't sell fakes. I destroy them. Anyways, that's enough of the fakes. So Do you have any Perth Mint Dragon bars? Yes, I do, Sean. Are you asking me if I have any for sale? Not really trying to sell a whole bunch on here, but I do have some. And actually, I think the one I have, I would say it's a 2018 Dragon bar, and I like that so much, man. It's a cool looking bar. I like it. Silver Heist, what's up, buddy? I responded to your question on that community tab. I don't know if you checked that out, but just when you get a chance, go look at it. We got a lot of counterfeit bills at casino I work at. Oh, which casino, John Ruck? Tell us which casino and where at. And I haven't gone to a casino since it's been a long time. I went out to Vegas, I think when I turned 18, did some gambling out there, and did pretty well in Vegas. And then I came back to Florida where they have like this boat that goes out into international waters and you can gamble out there. And lost a decent amount. Lost pretty much all of my winnings from Vegas out there on that darn boat. And when you're on the boat, you're stuck too. Not like you can just walk away and think about life for a little bit. You're stuck on the boat, seeing everybody having fun, drinking and gambling. So you're just kind of like, hey, I think I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to keep gambling, and you just keep losing. So, and then we had the Hard Rock Casino over here too. And what's that, Tampa, I think it is. And I think I lost a little bit over there too. But I had fun because over there I played Texas Hold'em. And Texas Hold'em, with like the smaller blinds, man, you could play with $100, $200. You can just have fun for an hour or two. I mean, if you're playing conservative, that's fun. Do you have a dealer you recommend? Like an online dealer? Is that what you're talking about? Just, reputable ones. I've used many dealers. I don't say that one is superior to the other. I just shop around, and I would recommend that you did too. Definitely shop around. I'm not going to throw out a name like AppMex or JM Bullion or Provident or Monument Metals as the best because you just got to check out all of their inventory. A lot of times AppMex is going to be more expensive, but they're going to have what you're looking for. So each one has some positives and negatives. We'll say Western New York. I know New York, but I live in a 85% conservative town. Okay. AG Bull, what's up, buddy? I'm trying to get rep out to Vegas. Haha. Oh, your buddy. Something about Speg badge self pours just look killer. Man, I enjoy doing them. I really, really enjoy making these things. What do you think about that? A lot of people here don't like poured silver. I mean, they don't understand it. They're not into it. And I get that. It's not for everybody. I really enjoy them. I wish you could really enjoy the colorations on these, but the camera tends to block some of that out. This one right here looks great. This really, really bronze one on the outskirts. I love them. I love them so much. And they're fun to make. It takes a long time. One day I'll show you the process of trying to pour some of this stuff. It's a multi-day process for me. And I was talking to somebody else recently about that. I said, man, people don't understand the work that goes into this stuff. And then they expect it to be closer to spot or even utilize spot at all for poured silver. It's just kind of, to me, ridiculous. Because, like I said, it's a multi-day thing that I'm doing with these. Like the first day is actually like melting the silver and pouring it. And then later I come back and I hammer things out. And then later I come back and I stamp things. And then later I come back and I finish things off. I mean, I just don't have enough time to do everything all at once. It would take me many, many hours in the day. So I gotta split it up a little bit. Unapologetically, I have been shopping around, and sometimes not all are good for shipping. I think things are getting back to normal on shipping right now, right? Is that what you're talking about? If you lose a lot, you have to call it fun. Let's see the Dragon Bar Speg. Sean, I think I've shown those off before. I'm not going to get those out right now. Don't be mad at me. It's just a lot of digging. And I don't have the time to be digging at this very moment. I do want to show some stuff off that a couple people sent me. Let's move this. Let's move this new pickup here. I don't know if you've seen me actually grab this. I'm going to show this off real quick. I was excited to get this. This came from the Fun Show recently. And $2,100. $2,100, which was $300-ish over spot. Probably a little bit less than $300 over spot at the time for the commemorative 2009 Ultra High Relief St. Gaudens. MS69, happy enough with 69. I mean, try to figure out what made it 69. Except for the only issue is with this particular coin is that there are a few copper spots on the obverse. Actually, 2 copper spots. One right here by my fingernail and one right there. So 2 spots on the coin itself. Those spots can be removed. There's like 3 different methods that you can do to remove them. One, believe it or not, being a very, very light touch with an eraser. It is a proof kind of like a finish to it. So people are like, oh, the eraser might hurt it. You know, it might. I'm not really trying like crazy to clean those off. I'm pretty happy with the coin overall anyways, for the price I paid especially. But what I would probably do if I ever really wanted to do, you know, get those removed is, because here, if I do this, if I was to try to clean it anyway myself, okay, and then send it to NGC afterwards to get regraded or reholdered, they would be like, oh, potentially, they would be, oh, you know, you cleaned it, so, you know, now I got to mark it as clean. But what you do is you just give the whole thing like this back to NGC, and you mark off that little coin conservation thing, and then they clean it with the same exact method that you did, and then they don't mark it cleaned. So that's probably the route I would go. You are getting good at pour, says John Ruff. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm a little bit behind on the chat. You guys are going crazy on the chat, and I appreciate it. Let's put that away, though, for now. And let me show you off a few things that a couple fans sent me. Apparently, speaking of the mail taking a long time, I was told that the viewer that sent me this, she said that she sent this out like a month and a half ago or something crazy like that, and I just ended up getting it. And when I got it, I emailed her. I said, hey, thank you so much. What's the special occasion? She's like, I sent that out like a long time ago, and you're just now getting it. I think what USPS does is like at their base station, they'll just throw a bunch of mail into a bin, and whatever happens to be at the bottom of that bin may take a little bit longer for them to find. I think that's what's going on. And you get to pay to have it cleaned, right, Jeff? Right, you gotta pay for that coin conservation part. Then Wynn says it will come back. It's from residual oil in the dye. Happens to the proof buffaloes back then. I have a couple buffaloes that are not proof that those copper spots are on as well. But again, it's that coin right there is 999 fine silver. The buffaloes are 49s fine. Or I'm sorry, excuse me. That coin is 39s fine gold. The buffaloes that I have are 49s fine gold. Still, even on 49s, it's showing some little copper spots. Apparently, it's just an issue once in a while. These are very cool. So again, sent to me by a viewer by the name of Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny. I don't know if you're watching, but I do appreciate you nonetheless for thinking about me and just sending me this cool stuff. It's really nice. This is the Ride of Paul Revere. So this is pretty awesome right there. I've never seen this bar. Some of you may have, but I enjoy it. USC, is that right? United States Coinage Corp. So this is pretty cool. 1973. And this one is United States Silver Corporation. And this is beautiful. Look at this. The 200th anniversary of Boston Tea Party. Very, very cool. Throwing the tea in the harbor, huh? Look at them. Just throwing it in the harbor. They're like, ha, get in there, UT. Pretty cool. So I appreciate that. And then she also sent me this one right here. This is the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So that's a fun bar. And again, from United States Coinage Corp, which I doubt is around anymore, right? Prove me wrong. You all would know better than me because I don't keep track of all these different places that minted these old bars. And there was a lot of them, right? Like, 70s and 80s. Tons of them. Tons. Adam says, I just ordered one to see. What did you order? Look at this. She sent me this big copper piece, too. Big copper. This is a 5-ouncer. This is a hefty one. This is beautiful. Nice paperweight. I think I'll use that right here on my desk, Jenny. So thank you for sending me that. That's nice. Yeah, it's going to be a paperweight for something. And she sent me this nice bag, but my knife, when I went to go open the package, I guess this bag was sticking towards the top, and I happened to, oops. So not so nice anymore, that poor bag. My bad. My bad about the bag. It's a great art bar. Wow, yeah, I think it is pretty cool. We were talking about the Type 2s. Oh, Type 2s are 38 right now? Nice. Very nice. Also, recently, I want to show you this right here, in case you guys want some of this stuff for your desk, because this is what this is cool for. Just like a cool little desk piece. Take it out of the bag here. You can't do much with it. I mean, like, unless you're pouring, it's more just for a conversation piece, and it's kind of for the beauty of silver. So they sent me some crystallized silver. And, you know, this is done, I believe, with like electrolysis. I mean, you see like a bunch of like chemicals and stuff, and they'll put like maybe some sterling silver spoons and forks in a big like vial, and you know, through a process of the chemicals just destroying the spoons and forks and whatever else you put in there, and separating the elements like the silver from the copper, you get pure silver. So that's what they've done here, and I believe it's electrolysis. I'm not a scientist, but you look how pretty this is. I really don't want to drop it everywhere because it's just like little flakes of silver everywhere. Isn't that beautiful though? It is a cool little desk piece, is it not? So let me take a piece out. Can you enjoy that on the camera, or is it too bright? It's so bright, right? Hoo-wee. Alright, drop that back in there. Oh. Yeah, those are pretty. So, that comes from, excuse me, Connor Smith, apparently. And he sent me this letter here. It says, thank you for your business and support, Spegtacular, Connor. And there's his information right there. And I think you will find the website to be argentiori.com is the website. So check them out if you are in the in the business of buying some of this stuff right here for the desk, which is a cool little conversation piece. Like I said, at some point I might probably show the kiddos this stuff. And this is different from like shot or anything like that. This is just the form of it being separated and forming that crystal. So crystals are different than the shot. Anyways, that's going to be on the desk too. That's going to sit right there. Let me read some more comments real quick. Dude Dave, I picked up a 2018 Dragon Bar at the Fun Show. Didn't pick up much, but I did get that in an Engelhard 1 ounce. So a couple little pieces, Dude Dave. Hey, and you got the bag, right? You got the bag that came for free. That's important. So you got the bag and the little pen. So now you can say that you have the pen. Johnny Ray, what's up, Speg? Johnny from Gold Galore. Oh, what's up, Johnny? If you all have not watched the videos of Johnny and I at his store, Gold Galore, over in Hudson, Florida, you got to check out those videos. You know, here I am, a guy that does precious metals, you know, and coins, and I'm visiting a jewelry store. Now, obviously, there's precious metals at the jewelry store, but this jewelry store is cool because it does have a little coin section in there, and plus he has so many cool things you would never think was at a jewelry store, like opal and beautiful gemstones and fossils, and he's got a really cool store and gives us some really, really interesting information. In fact, some of my favorite and most interesting videos that I've ever done are at his store. So you got to go back and check out my jewelry shop interviews with him because they are cool. They're really cool. So Johnny, welcome, and thanks for hanging out with us. Diaz says, what are the difference between the Type 1 and Type 2 eagles other than the design? What's the purpose behind it? I think it's supposed to be for anti-counterfeiting purposes, is all I've been told about those. I talked about some of the differences earlier, so just rewatch the stream and we'll look it over. Because it was news to me. A lot of the viewers here were telling me what the differences was. Get some crystallized native silver from Michigan. It's awesome. Speg, go live when you're pouring. I thought about it, but so when I do a live show, like right now, I'm actually fully connected to my computer, which helps with all the lag. You shouldn't be experiencing much lag. If I do the live, I have to go out into the garage, which I'm not connected to the computer, and I'm using the family internet, which I don't know why, but apparently in this house, we need like 16 devices all connected to the internet, and it goes slower than molasses. So it'd be a lot of lag. I would be down to do it, don't get me wrong. I'm by no means an expert at pouring, but I could totally do that. But it would just be really laggy, and that's my one gripe. I would like to do a live with Coin Guy. Same thing. We tried it one time, super laggy. I don't enjoy having to rewatch something that's all laggy and disgusting. I want to see something that's perfected and nice. So Anyways, that's my story. But I'm totally down to do a video at some point showing off the process of me pouring. It just won't be, you know, live. Dragon Master, let's see, Spectacular. What was the most expensive fake you have bought? I bought a, and I forget where it is. It's probably in this pile of fakes. I think somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I put it. Or I took it back to the shop and I was already cut up and destroyed. But I did buy a fake from a coin shop. And I don't know, it cost me like at the time like $20, $25 for the fake. And I thought it was weird. And I figured $25 is a fair price for me to go and take it and identify whether it was fake or not and destroy it. And do a video. So that's all. that's the most I've ever paid. And then, you know, I got my money back, so technically I guess I didn't. Let's see. Mark B., you said you went to Vegas when you were 18 and did some gambling. Well, the legal age to gamble in Vegas is 21, so either someone didn't do their job and asked for your ID or you got lucky. Has it always been 21? I was pretty sure I was 18 as soon as I turned 18. And this was many years ago when I was younger for sure. I'm pretty sure I was 18. Because I really, really wanted to gamble. I remember going there even years before that with my mother. She was out in, I think it was Reno at the time. And I was so, as a kid, I was so like, wow, this is terrible. Because I'm sitting there and not gambling. And it was terrible just not playing anything. All right, so maybe I was 21, Mark. I could be wrong on my dates. I thought I was 18. All right, so fair enough. I was 21. I definitely wasn't drinking. I know that for a fact. I thought it was when I turned 18. See, it's a long time ago. See, now I'm 37, so yeah. It's a long time ago. It makes sense, though, right? So they don't have to constantly check IDs. If little cocktail lady comes up. I went gambling in Vegas when I was 18. My dad and his wife was only 32. Yeah, but I was in Reno, and I just remember how unfun it was watching them gamble. And I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there, and like I remember when I was whatever age I was in Reno, and now you have me really second guessing my age. I remember just kind of having to be in like a certain area. I wasn't even allowed to go into the floor. I had to like be like an onlooker from a distance at them just having the most fun. And my mom had promised me whenever I turned, and I thought I was 18, but you're saying 21, so okay, when I was 21, she's like promised me, she's like, hey, listen, I'm going to pay for a trip to go out to Vegas, and we're going to have so much fun out there as soon as you're of age, whatever it was. And yeah, man, I had a lot of fun then. And I remember my mom totally got drunk. She was on some kind of like, it was like a little, well, I don't think it was like a bus. Maybe it was a bus. I don't know. It was something that like kept on going like in just like a circle. And I like to say it was almost like a little train or like a little, not even a train, like a little, almost like a ride. If you guys have been to Vegas more than once, you tell me what this thing was. Almost like a shuttle, maybe? And this shuttle would go like to several different places. Well, she ended up getting smashed, just hammered drunk. And so she just kept riding the shuttle. She wouldn't get off of there. And then eventually she waddled her way up back to the room where her and I was staying. And I was just gambling. I went from Bally's where we were staying, and then I went over to Harris, and then there's a little place near Harris, like outside place, that I went and I was playing blackjack at every one of these places. Boom. And that was like my rotation. I didn't like Caesars. I lost some money at Caesars, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going back there again. I like to say I also went to Paris and then back to Bally's. So just kind of like this little rotation. And I'd play until I got like $100 or $200, the monorail. Okay, thank you, Sean. But I'd play until I got about $100, $200 up on each table, and I would split. I wouldn't spend any more than that. I wouldn't play any more than that. About $100, $200 in the positive, and I'm out. And I would just go to the next place. And I just kept on doing this rotation. And my mom, who's still like recovering from being smashed, she's up in the room, and I kept on bringing more and more $100 bills up to the room. I'm like, here you go. Look at this. Look at this. And she's like, holy smokes. So I left with a lot of money and a lot more than I ended up bringing for sure. How much money? I can't remember. I can't remember my age. Mark B called me out, says that I had to be 21. And I know it was whenever I was fully legal to go there and gamble. So if you say I was 21, then that's when I actually went there and did it on that birthday. But yeah, I had so much fun. And then, like I said, I came back to Florida, went on that little boat, and into the Hard Rock and lost just about all of it. But I will say, which was fun, and I think since then I've probably thrown them away, but I ended up earning some kind of credits. They had some kind of card system at Bally's at the time, and every time you like go to a table, they like scan this card or swipe this card, whatever the case may be, and then you can like use those points towards like things. So I just ended up getting some free gifts as well as all that nice money they gave me at all these different hotels. So yeah, that was fun. I'd love to go back one day. I would love to go back. It's been a long time. It's gonna be harder for me now though, being like a dad. Yeah, I'm not trying to go by myself. What a boring trip that would be, huh? You're all probably like, no, what are you not talking about? That'd be the best time to go when you're by yourself. I remember going too, and this was one of my favorite memories. Is you go out kind of like during the evening, and there's these guys, and they got these. I wish I had one here, like a flyer. Do I have a flyer? Yeah. I don't have one of those flyers, but just imagine this being like a flyer, and they're just like doing this thing. They're just rotating them around, and they're just like sticking them in your face. You know what I mean? These flyers. You're just like, hey, take one of these things, and you're just so apt to take one. You're like, okay, cool, a flyer. I don't know what it is, and you open it up, and it's all these escorts, right? All these numbers, direct to your room, girls, blah blah blah, and you're just like, holy smokes! Like first of all, I'm in the same room as my mom. That's going to be hard to explain to her. It's going to be really weird trying to explain who this girl is coming up to the room and then why I have to give her money afterwards. I'm not doing that. It's just a joke. Relax. But, it's a hard thing to explain to a mom. But you get all these things and you're like, what in the world? And then you can look at the ground outside and it's just littered. You see these like little cards where they had to put these escort things on there. These flyers, they're just littered all over the ground. All like any kind of like shrubbery or anything like that. It's all in there. It just looks terrible, right? Litter everywhere. And then you go to sleep. You wake up in the morning. You go out. It's like it never happened. You see nothing on the ground. All that stuff has just disappeared. It's like the most amazing thing ever. And I remember walking out. This is totally off topic now. This is crazy. But I remember walking out in the heat. And I'd like to say it was like 110, 111 degrees out there. And never sweating. I never sweat a drop. It's like it was the most interesting heat for me, being from Florida, because 111 degrees, not one drop of sweat on my brow. But you come over here to Florida, and it's like 78, 83 degrees outside, and you're just taking a nice shower, and you step outside, and you're drenched. You're drenched in sweat. And I remember, the first thing I remember is, leaving Florida on the plane, of course, being all nasty, and then, going to Vegas and feeling the difference just that quick, just getting off the plane. And then when I came back, feeling the difference, just knowing I hit Florida when you can feel the humidity just smack you in the face. Coming from a place that's just nothing but humidity, going to a place that has dry heat, it's very interesting. Ray K says it depends on how drunk my mom got. Yeah, well, listen, I'd have to get pretty drunk for that, and I wasn't doing all that weirdness. Geez, Ray K, you went there, didn't you? It's all about the humidity, that's for sure. Totally off topic. Let's talk about some more things. I'll show these things off that I got. Anybody here ever played Tetris? According to the numbers and how big the game is, how many millions and millions of people have played Tetris, chances are you've played Tetris or you've heard about it, you know about it. I did buy some of the coins, and no, they're not for sale. I'm just showing them off. And the capsules are a little nasty, but little Tetris coins. And I think these were AppMex exclusive. And I thought they were neat enough. These reminded me of the Pac-Man, and I have one of the Pac-Mans that's for myself. I'm not gonna sell it. It's just like, something that I enjoy. As somebody who enjoys games once in a while, this was pretty cool. Sometimes I don't really like the colorized stuff, but this one was actually kind of fun as a colorized piece. And the colorized thing is really, if you look at it, it's literally just like a sticker on there. So paying more for colorized stuff is some kind of, ridiculous thing in my opinion, but these weren't too much more at all. Let's see. AppMex has lots of fun stuff. I used to be addicted to Tetris. There you go. Hold on, Nicholas says something. One thing I would like to see talked about that I didn't see Stacker channels talking about are the laws surrounding your precious metals and how it may be very state to state in regards to coins to bars. Nicholas, you can look at one of the videos I did with a bullion dealer, and I talk about all of those all of those laws and different products, how the laws affect you buying and selling them. So check out that video. It was a lengthy and very interesting video. I think a lot of people it opened their eyes to some things. A lot of people were like, well, my state doesn't do that. But areas in your state are probably not following the law. It is what it is. I'm not out there trying to, break down doors and say, you're breaking the law. I'm not that guy. I'm, good for you. I'm happy for you. But they're probably just not doing things correctly because they're using a cash system. And sometimes they get away with things that way. But I have made that video. It's already been done for me. Anyways, let's go back to the Tetris. Here we go. That's a pretty one. Again, colorized. I may not keep all the colorized because I think I went crazy and got like one of each. Here's another colorized piece. Tetris. That's like a classic Tetris look right there. And there's a rocket ship that I guess if you like win the level, the rocket ship goes up. I don't remember the rocket ship on my Tetris. I had when I played Tetris, it was like really old school style Tetris. Like OG style Tetris. Is Heritage Auctions the best place to sell rare coins? Probably. You're going to probably want to auction it somewhere. My daughter came Sunday from the desert outside LA where it was 114, and she said 85% in Kansas City was worse because of the humidity. Yeah, buddy. Humidity stinks. All right, so Mark, did we settle that? I was 21 then? Are we fair with that? I thought I was 18, man. 21, 18, pretty close. Regardless, I went there, and I know I did. Here's another Tetris piece. These are just regular. I got a few of these ones, I think. Are they all the same? Yeah, they're all the same. So it has a little building there on the one side, and they are kind of like proof looking. I don't think they're actually labeled as proof, though. Yeah, the St. Basil's Cathedral, or Basil's, depending on how you want to say it. And there's the other side. So they were fun. Just a little pickup that I never put on my videos that I wanted to show off. Just because that's what I do, right? That's what I do. And I will show this off just because I don't think a lot of people saw it. Eric, what's up, buddy? And the guy there with the Chinese name, I can't, for the life of me, identify that name right there because it's from, it's Chinese. But he says, I love 2-ounce Queen Beast Completer. A lot of people are enjoying that. I never was into the Queen Beast coins at all. So, but I mean, it's cool. I've always sold them when I got them. Sean says, hey Speg, are you selling anything on this live? Not really. Sean, if you want to, I mean, I can show off some of these poured pieces later if, not really my goal, but if you want to look at some of these poured pieces I have, I can offer them to anybody. But let's do that in a little bit. I'm not in any kind of crazy mood to sell right now. Sal says, are there any Zelda pieces? Not yet, but wouldn't that be great? Especially with like the new Zelda games coming out. I think they're remastering the Skyward Sword, and then they're talking about Breath of the Wild 2. So that would be a lot of fun for people. Can you recommend a coin shop at Hollywood Beach? No, I can't. But I bet you Google can. Google knows which ones to go to and follow the reviews. I'd like to see some Zelda coins. Me too, Sal. Hi, Speg. Are you law enforcement? Peter, I don't really talk about what I do outside of YouTube, to be honest with you. It's not really... I just kind of talk about YouTube, to be honest. I'm not confirming or denying anything. If that helps you, Peter. NES had the rocket. Oh, okay. I like the plain silver ones way more than the colorized ones for sure. See, I think when I played Tetris, it was on Game Boy originally, is what I played it on. That was like the first time I experienced Tetris. I like the plain silver ones more than the colorized ones for sure. Well, one of the bonuses to the colorized ones are those little tamper-evident packaging, like that big rectangular packaging that comes with them. I guess that's why people, like those ones. Let me move this to the side and show off some of these coins. In case anybody didn't see them, and I do want to talk about one of these coins in particular that some of the viewers actually showed me one of the issues with it, and I thought it was very interesting. I think you're going to think it's pretty interesting too. Running Eagle says, Spectacular, you ever get that junk silver box organized? To some degree, I still have a lot of flips, and the flips are, it takes up a lot of room. I really kind of need to remove the coins from the flips, but it does protect those coins to some degree, so I'm kind of at odds. I just need to kind of move those to a different box and then move other junk silver coins into the box. So no, to answer the question, no, not really. Could not post the link. Yeah, please. I don't usually like links posted. I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you get with me, I can try to help you out. Aunt Fry, what's up? How are you? And sell the fakes, Speg. No, absolutely. Once the fakes are in my possession, I don't do anything with them but destroy them and keep them here with me. I don't want to get those back out there. Absolutely not selling fakes. Guacamole Kid. World's fairs were used to destroy the ancient buildings of the past that they couldn't repurpose or explain away. Let's see. Sean says, yeah, I'm not in the mood to sell any of my silver either. Yeah, buddy. Play for keeps, right? Is that what we do? Yeah, Game Boy Tetris and Pokemon. Oh, man. Remember Pokemon Red? Huh? Oh, man. Pokemon Red. I was killing it. Killing it on Pokemon Red. Peter S. I love you, Spec. Oh, Peter, I love you. I love Peter. Can I say that? Can I say that out loud? I love Peter. Is that too much? That sounds like too much, right, Peter? That's just between you and me. I love Peter. I love Peter. All right. Let's pretend like we didn't hear that. All right. Anyways, 1920 Pilgrim. This was a nice coin. I'll show some of these off. It's so funny how I went back on my original thoughts of not really being into $50 commemoratives into like really into these things now. Really loving these things. Just so great is the artwork on these. So great. Borderland, what's up, buddy? How are you? Let's see. I love when you pour out a huge pile of junk. I didn't know you guys like the junk coins that much. I might have to start showing those off again. Listen, one thing I want to say is old Spegtacular buys. He's not a guy that just talks about silver and you don't see him buying ever. Man, I show you guys when I buy a lot of my stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of stuff. And, I'm a buyer. I'm not just some guy that preaches and doesn't practice. I do practice what I preach. Faux show. Steve Woods, I think you also inquired about that question on the community tab. If you get a chance, go back and look at that. I think I answered your question. Let's see. Yes, totally poverty, and I don't care for man-made toned silver, but natural toning is way cool. Oh, can we talk about that for a second? Natural versus man-made toning. So I do want to talk about that because the topic came up about some of my poured silver right here. And you can see the toning that exists on these, right? Very blue. Some of them, I don't know if I have any pieces right here out in Front Street, but they have like a rainbow toning to them. And somebody said, well, it's artificially toned. And now here's my question to you, okay? The process of toning these is with sulfur. No matter whether you're toning it, a regular silver bar like this, or you're toning it here, the process is with sulfur. And in order to tone it, it has to come in contact with that sulfur. And depending on how it tones is the degree of sulfur that is put onto it or around it. I could actually stick these right here next to, not even like in or, right on top of, next to some smashed up hard-boiled eggs, and it will cause toning to occur on these pieces. And it will cause toning to occur on these pieces. And that's the process of toning. I'm going to show you a bar right here that I've been toning up. It's this right here, this little from Cajun Bullion. This came to me originally, and it was totally just silver looking, just totally solid, like just plain, right? Very shiny. But since it's got some serious toning to it, and you can see the brown right here, and it's come off of here a little bit. This whole thing is darker. I know it's hard to tell when you didn't see it originally, but it's all very much darker. And some of the toning, I believe, is some kind of sulfur that's actually within this little crawfish, little protector here that he put on top of it. And I think it's causing it to tone in those certain areas. So sulfur is the culprit, right? So what makes something artificial in your mind versus natural? Because they both come from sulfur. No matter, what I'm toning here, silver is toned via sulfur. So are you calling it unnatural because I'm doing it quickly? Because the toning process is happening fast, so it's unnatural? it's still happening with the natural method, you know? So it's a really weird thing to debate, toning being natural or unnatural. Because I could take a silver eagle, and I can make all these rainbow designs that you see on some of these silver eagles that people buy, and they're like, oh, it's a rainbow design, it's some kind of special eagle, and NGC puts it into a slab saying it's, you know, it's a rainbow fancy, it's a star, it's got a star on the slab, you know, it's a special silver eagle. I can make all those. I can tone it. I don't do it because I don't believe in toning numismatic coins or things like that. I'll tone like hand-poured silver, but I don't believe in toning that kind of stuff. But I can do the same exact toning. I can do only part of it like some people do. I can only, you know, maybe tone the obverse and not the reverse. I can do all that stuff. Let's make one. I don't believe in it, Adam. I'm not going to do it. It's just so easy to do. It's really simplistic. And NGC, depending on how they feel that day, is going to judge one either artificially toned or, you know, naturally toned. And if it says artificially toned, it's going to say so right there on the slab. But it's all the same method, and NGC really has no way of knowing whether it's been toned naturally or, you know, through some kind of lengthy process. And so if it was through a lengthy process, the toning is because it was in some area with sulfur, whether it be, you know, from maybe an album that it was put into, and that sulfur has leached from that album onto the coin, or maybe it's like the wrapper. It was in some kind of wrapper that leached sulfur out. It's the same thing. And so because what? Because it's taken a more time, potentially, it's natural. And they don't really know. There's no way for NGC to go like, oh, you know, that's taken 5 years, or that's taken 1 year to tone. So that's natural toning. And what's the cutoff? What is the, if it is natural toning, how many years does it take, or how many months are allowed for it to be called natural toning versus unnatural? So it's a really, really weird debate. I think it's a foolish one for sure. I don't know. Just know that those rainbow-colored, the American silver eagles that you see, as pretty as they are, don't get me wrong, I think that they're absolutely beautiful. You can do it in a couple seconds, and nobody's going to be able to truly tell whether it's natural or not. There's no way. NGC can try to say that they know, but there's no way to know. Assessing the storm damage to my property was a rough weekend. Oh no. Very nice, Pilgrim. I believe it can be done with placing the coin in hard-boiled eggs, just next to the eggs. That sulfur has to be in the air. And you look at this piece right here, like I was showing you. Like I said, the entire thing has been toning. It's just been just out in the open. There's, you know, sulfur within the air sometimes, and not a lot, but a small degree, and it will tone things up. And now, one thing I'll say is that because of the small amount of sulfur in the air, or possibly from this thing right here leaching onto this in that certain little brown area, it's going to cause a different coloration of toning. It's going to cause that light brown, or that very light, I don't want to say dark, but it makes it look darker instead of shiny. It's going to make that kind of toning. Whereas if you intensify the amount of sulfur for a very short period, you can get like the rainbow looks and the blues and things like that. So it just depends on how you manipulate it. Is your poured silver 3 or 4 nines fine? It's 3 nines fine. I try to, when I melt stuff, I try to get all 3 9 stuff in there just to make it easier to test for people. I like the blue the Morgans can turn. Yeah, man, it's just they use sulfur and they use it for a short time. It makes a blue Morgan. And then all you'd really have to do is, if you wanted to truly try to hide your tracks, is take that Morgan after you tone it and just leave it out somewhere for a little bit longer, maybe a month or two, let it get some natural air. Put it in the kitchen. A lot of sulfur gets released into the kitchen, and just like leave it out there for a little bit, and it'll be impossible for them to identify it as artificial toned or natural toned. I have one man-made toned Osiris round. It's a cool piece, but I generally feel the same about natural. I don't care a lot for toned like coinage, but I will say that I have a silver eagle that I don't know how it happened, but it's actually toned like an American flag. It has lines on it and everything, and it looks kind of like blue and red, and like in lines like a flag does. Dude, it looks so cool. It looks crazy cool. Sean says, do you smoke cannabis, Speg? No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke, and I really don't drink. I drink a lot of coffee, but I'm kind of taking my time on this cup right here. It's pretty cold now. Anyways, back to this. Here's a San Diego, or San Diego, as the San Diegoians say. Off on a tangent there, but it's just a really, really weird debate, the whole toning thing. The whole thing. And, I remember reading in a book, and I forget the book. I really wish I had it here in front of me, but I think I gave that book back to the person who let me borrow it. But the author was kind of like on a similar tangent that it didn't make a lot of sense. And it also kind of went back to cleaning, and talking about how NGC is, kind of like a do as we say, but not as we do kind of company, where NGC can literally clean your coin, literally do it, you pay them to do it, and then they'll mark your coin without being cleaned. But if you do the same exact cleaning on a coin and send it in, they're going to say, oh, that was a clean coin. But they can literally clean your coin. And they do it. It's just so weird. It's such a weird thing. All right, I want to show that one last because that is the weird coin right there. Let's show this one off. Oh, Bridgeport. I've been wanting this coin for so long. I just never pulled the trigger. There you go. Look at this thing. Ooh. Got a 1985 Libertad the other day. I love the old Fat Boys. I don't like the... Yeah, so Libertads are very interesting because that the paper that comes with the Libertads, the original roll, you can look at the kind of like the edge of the Libertads, and I wish I had one right here to show you, but a lot of times those will tone right around the edge because of that paper leaching out into them. And they get some pretty toning on them for sure. Here's a nice Bridgeport. I'm just going to keep all this stuff on there because that kind of reminds me about what I paid. CAC sticker. A little bonus there. I like that. Rainbow toning is my favorite. You know what? Thrift Shop Hustler, you're my favorite. You know that? You are my favorite. Look at this one. Arkansas. I got this towards the end of the fun show right there. It's like the last thing I found. I just happened to say, you know what? I'll take it. I would say this has some ugly toning. It has like almost like a spotting kind of toning to it here. But the obverse is not the meat and the potatoes for me. It's the reverse. Looks great on this coin. And it's weird, but the reverse even looks way better. Like there's almost even some wear to the obverse compared to the reverse. And I believe you get a 65 on this with a CAC for the reverse alone, because it looks great. That's a good looking reverse right there, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Those old ones are way better for sure. Nice dude. Ron Lutz. Speg, what would be a good price to pay for $1 face, 90% silver? I wish I would have asked today when I went in what they were charging, but I would go to like Coinflation and look at that for a guideline. They kind of give you the spot price and usually a little bit over. I think right now people are paying what, 22, 23 is pretty typical. If you can get less than that, you're getting a bonus. Remember, cleaning is okay if you pay for it. Yes, that's what I don't get, man. A lot of these companies do this stuff and they get away with it, and then they mark it as, not cleaned. If they do it, if they're the ones doing it, they honestly, PCGS and NGC, between you and I, they really are jerks to the coin collecting industry. They really are. I mean, they're really jerking people's chains, and it's sad. And it's almost like a necessary evil in sometimes, I like getting slabbed coins like this because it helps me authenticate coins. Because listen, I promise you, I'm not going to be an expert on all the different commemoratives that I'm hunting after. I just can't be. I can't be. I like seeing them. I like looking at them. When I get one, I'll definitely be checking them out, looking for the little details. But I can't be that guy. I can't be the guy that's an expert on all the different commemoratives. There's no way. It's just too much. So I have to rely on companies like this to help me authenticate things. This is nice right here. I like this old slab from PCGS. Always enjoy the old slabs because there's always a chance that they undergraded things, which I believe they might have done here. What do you think about this one? This is Mint State 64, and this is a Oregon $50. What do you think about this one? I hope you can identify it, the condition on this camera we're looking at, but this is a pretty nice coin if I do say so myself. Trying to figure out why it gives a low MS 64. I think it can go a little higher than that. What do you guys think about that? My local guy wants $35 on face for pre-65. 35? You mean 25, right? Please say 25. They do a good job, though, with cleaning, but Shaft does. Yeah, they do. I was surprised you bought Arkansas. I am one of those guys. Not pretty enough. You don't like Arkansas? I'm trying to get as many of them as I can. Even the ones that are not the prettiest, I still want to, add them to the collection. Their prices sure seems to imply so. They will charge for every little thing. Yeah, Libertads are great. Got 1,149% dimes today for 19 times face. That's a good deal, Jeff. Probably because you got so many of them. You think you got that deal because of that? I hope the prices don't shoot up while not done buying. Looks uncleaned to me. Well, hopefully it's uncleaned. It better not be cleaned, right? But if it is, it's done by the, PCGS, I assure you. Here's a PCGS. This is one of my favorites right here, by far. The PCGS MS65 with the CAC sticker. The nice Texas commemorative $50. I absolutely adore this design. I think it's phenomenal. The eagle on this thing is fancy as can be. I absolutely adore this $50. Tell me that is not a great design. And then, but wait, there's more. Even the reverse of this thing is so cool. It is absolutely busy, so you get the best of both worlds. A little bit less busy on the obverse. The reverse is just loaded. There is not an empty spot on this coin. It's got so much going. Can you enjoy? I can't get the lighting right, but it is fancy. It is a fancy, fancy one. There you go. Woo, man, it's pretty. Man, I'm pretty. Let's see. Poverty ended up retracting a lot of messages. All right, maybe he got banned for something. I don't know. And Orta says, Speg, hello, Aunt Orta. No more than 110 for a roll of pre-64 dimes. He really wants 35 on face. I had to pass, but someone will buy them. Well, I remember back when I was paying like, oh man, I'm trying to remember the numbers. I think it was like $12 per dollar face value on junk silver. This was a while back, of course. I remember this one pawn shop that I went to, and they always wanted 16. And I would tell them, like, hey, listen, like literally like a mile up the road, like they want 12. Like, I'd like to buy from you guys, I'd like to support your business a little bit, but why are you so much higher? They're like, well, you don't have to buy from us. They were just kind of jerks about it. You don't got to buy here. So I didn't. I'm like, listen, man, I'm trying to throw some money your way. I'm here now. Can we do this deal? You don't got to buy from us. Okay, I'll go up the street then. No big deal. Not that big of a deal. Thrift shop, hustler. Commemoratives are an interesting subset to collect. More interesting, less mintage for the most part. Yeah, some of these have really low mintages too. I think I have a couple in here that are 5,000, 7,000. Crazy. Let's see. Adam says, can you explain why CAC certs are good to get? Like you already paid one company, why does it pay to have a CAC on top of that? It's a hustle, really. It's a company that's doubling up on another company to like kind of double check their work, really. So it's just a bonus, It's a way for another company to exist. another few dollars out of your pocket to come out. I mean, that's really what it is. You send it to get CAC'd after you get it graded, and they say, "Oh yeah, that company did the job for sure." It's definitely what they say it is, or it's really, really nice. It's a nice example. So we're gonna put this little green sticker on there and charge you for it. Do you buy many 10-ounce bars? I buy some. Guacamole, I do buy some. And Johnny Bravo, there you go, Daniel. He knew the reference. Man, I'm pretty. Cat is a second opinion on the grade. That's right. No problem, Ron. If you get stuck, you can let go of dime rolls for 145. I have to. The only thing I covet of Speg is his 50 cal. You like that 50 cal, huh? I do, and I do like it as well. I really enjoy it. Harvey, what's up, buddy? How are you? 35 times is way too much. That is, yeah, no, I mean, at that price, just go buy them online. They'll be way cheaper. NGC and PCGS are much looser with grades than they used to be. Yeah, I think I totally agree. That's why a lot of people will collect the, and forgive me if I'm wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the older slabs, they'll kind of like go towards those, and they'll desire the older slabbed coins because they were more tough on grading at that time. Am I wrong? All right, here's another one. Look at this one. Another one I really, really enjoy. Older slab, much older for sure. Look at this thing. This is a sleeper right here. The Iowa, this is a sleeper. I didn't know I was going to enjoy this one as much as I do. I love the eagle, first of all. It reminds me a lot of like a dragon, does it not? It looks more like a dragon than it does an eagle, but beautiful nonetheless. Really, really pretty. And then look here. Just real simplistic, man. Just reminds you of like a $50 you'd see today, but it's just really pretty. You can see the subtle clouds kind of in the field here. Really nice looking coin. Sleeper. It is a sleeper. And this side right here really does it for me. I love the stars up there, man. What do you think? Is that a dragon eagle? Can we just call it a dragon eagle? In an old slab too, because why not? Nicholas says, have you ever been to the Cornucopia show in Tampa? Any good? They have one coming up in August. No, I have not. I don't go to Tampa for a lot of shows because I have so many down here my way, so... I'll go to Orlando because it has that gigantic fun show. Do you like purchasing the ammo for the 50? Asked Jeff. Do I like it? I mean, I like it enough. I mean, it's expensive, right? All different prices. I found some ammo at $3 a round, and I had to buy some that was like 8-ish a round. The ones that were full brass instead of like a... just a jacketed steel core ammo. I had to purchase full brass so I could actually shoot it at the range. But that was expensive. But, you know, it is what it is. You pay that much money for a gun, you might as well go ahead and, you know, get some ammo. They have even more expensive ammo out there, though. I've heard of, like, some of the ammo going for, like, $100 a round for the really fancy, incendiary tracing, armor-piercing rounds. You can go, the sky's the limit sometimes for those things. Crazy. It would be cheaper to reload your own. I'm not in the business to reload my own, to be honest with you. If I can pay, and I have some that are like $3, $4 a round. If I can pay that for a round, I'm not bothering reloading. Getting all the gear to reload and having, you know, all that stuff. It's just easier for me to just go out and buy a box, to be completely honest with you. All right, so this is the coin that was in question. Now, look over this coin for a second. Here's the reverse of the coin. And you tell me what's wrong with this picture. What is wrong with this picture? Put it in the comments right now or in the chat. Put it in the chat real quick. Tell me what's going on here. Going to live chat real quick, too. I should have been there the whole time. That's my bad. Bulletcore, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I ordered ammo offline, and now I'm on the FBI list somewhere. Frack Stack, what's up, buddy? How are you? I'm good. How are you? I wonder if a silver dollar would stop a bullet. No, it won't. I mean, some bullets it might, but it's not stopping a 50 BMG, I guarantee that. Have you commented on the new Silver Eagle security feature? Yes, I did. That was at the earlier in the video. We go over all of that early on in the video. Just rewatch it after this is done and check that out, please. I ordered the Onza tubes. Thanks for your help. Awesome. Cool. Eagle wing. You think the eagle wing is messed up? Let's stick to the obverse. The obverse is... Daniel got it. Daniel got it. So he says Connecticut is missing a letter. So you look right here and you're like, no, it's not. But look what PCGS did right here. Is that how you spell Connecticut? I mean, that's how you spell Connecticut when you don't know how to spell Connecticut. I mean, you know. So it's very interesting because now every now and then some of the slabs will like cut out a few of the vowels, and it's for like space purposes to try to like center the word onto the slab. There was no need for that here in Connecticut, and you didn't, take out all the vowels. You literally took out one, just a U. So, what happened here? Why are they missing a U? Is that just some little error? I mean, did they just make a mistake? Did they get lazy on me? I actually enjoy this slab now more than I did, just because it's missing a letter. I find it could be, a neat conversation piece. Pretty cool. Can you believe all the people not hitting the like button with the super chat, Bullet Core? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Bullet Core is right, man. You get a lot of people not hitting the like. What's up? I'm going to hit the like too. Can I do it on my end? Let me look. Because I'm guilty of it too, Bullet Core. All right, press the thumbs up. It says, I like this. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Bullet. I appreciate it, man. And Bullet, hey, listen, from the bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate you going to my website, my new one, Spegtacular.com, and checking out, my stuff and, testing the website for sure. I think you were either the first or the second order that I had, and I do appreciate it. I wasn't going to do this live show today. I was going to actually work on putting more stuff on the website, but I'll do both. I'll do the live, and I'll get some more stuff on the website, just to have some options, You know what I'm saying? That's the 53rd state, Connecticut. Wow, 53rd, huh? Fancy. So, yeah, what do you think about that, huh? You think it's a mistake? You think that's just an honest mistake, or you think that was just they ran out of room? Connecticut, it's just a huge word. So, I don't know. I like it better, though. I like it better like that. I've heard of errored slabs where people will just completely put like the wrong coin on there. Maybe it's a St. God's double eagle, and it's a $20 piece, and they'll put it like a $10 value on there, or vice versa. Maybe like a $10 Indian, just a regular eagle. They'll put like a $20 value on there. I've seen those and I've heard of those, but you don't often see the misspelling. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I just don't often see it. Very interesting. It's cool. I mean, it's simple. It's a U missing, but pretty cool. I like it better that way. I could send it to PCGS and be like, hey, fix it. But no way, man. I'm keeping their mistake right here. Little conversation piece. I'm putting these back. David Carlisle says he hit the like button. Thank you, David. Man, I appreciate you, man. He's the only one, too. Everybody else did not touch the like button. Just David. So I got to respect that, David. Thank you so much. I like this little holder I got, too. Did I show that off? I think I did show it off. I have to get more of those. Those are fun. For slabs. I need to have another one. I should have bought two, man. For $29, you can't go wrong with this holder. I'll show it here in a second. I just want to put all these back real quick. All right, let's put it over here. I can't zoom out enough to show the entire thing, but you get the idea. Now, some of the older slabs that are kind of smaller in size, like this one right here, really doesn't fit in there. I kind of put it in there just for funsies anyways, but you can see that, like these ones right here, they fit in there just so nice. Just boop. And you got to make that noise when you put them in there too. It's like a necessary thing. You gotta boop. And then you close it up, all nice and gentle-like. It has this plastic on top so you can really, keep the top clean. I don't want to take it off, though. I'd rather just keep it clean. So, bada bang, put those back on there. The latches are not that, sturdy, I wouldn't say, so I got to be careful with those. I'd imagine that's going to be the first part to break. Because you know me, I like to look at coins, so I'll be in here all the time just looking at coins, popping those latches on and off, and probably breaking those at some point, but it's a nice case. For $29, like I said, I got that at Wizard Supply at the Fun Show. Happy with that. Very, very happy. Let me read some more comments here. Let me get back to the comments. You need to cast a 50 BMG 10-ounce silver son of a Hummer. I would like to do that. I've thought about doing that. I've done a few sand-casted pieces as it is, but that would be one thing I would love to do. I believe I probably need to, let's call it dissect the bullet before I start hammering it. You know what I mean? Because what you do when you sand cast is you get, like a mold, and you put the sand in there, and then you put the piece in there, and then you put more, sand on another mold, and you pretty much put it on top, and you just hammer it down. And that hammering process, kind of like compacts everything and makes that mold now whatever you put in there, which this would be a 50 BMG bullet. And I know the primer, of course, is on the back of it, but I just don't want to take any chances hitting a hammer against a fully ready to go round of ammunition. So, you know what I'm saying? I could use my pen. I got this pen right here. Maybe I could just use that. What do you think? Wouldn't be the same though, right? Using a pen instead of a real round. So I just had to dissect it, I think, just to be on the safe side. I will buy a couple. Maybe one day. I'm not in any kind of rush to do it. Van just woke up from a nap. Listen, naps are important, man. I think you're going to really, really like that you took naps at some point in your life. You're going to be happy that you made that decision. Ryan says, I like your Star Wars Mandalorian Beskar bar in your shop. Didn't know anyone had something like that. Yeah, man, those are a hot item. And I know, you look at the price on those things and you're like, whoa, those are expensive. And they are because people really, really love them. They are hot. H-O-T-T hot. 2 T's. 2 T's. Hey, speaking of people that like ammunition, I thought this was fun right here. Have you seen this yet? My 16-ounce bar that I poured? There you go. I'll let you enjoy that for a second. Jack P. Pull the bullet, dump the powder, and stick it back in. Yeah, that's all I would do, Jack. I mean, as long as the powder's not in there, nothing's going to happen. Nothing serious, at least. Clint Fox, are you interested in the Air Wolverine coin from Marvel, stamp 2018, but should read 220? No, man, I really could care less about that. A lot of you guys are paying $1,000 and stuff for those coins that have that date error on there. Really could care less about that. Common bullion, newer bullion, I should say, error. Not for me. I'm not saying you guys are doing anything wrong by buying those. It's just not, I don't want to spend $1,000 on that. Or whatever you guys got them for originally. I think they were started out like 500 and it started going up. Not for me. But to each their own, right? Each their own. Travis C. Yo Speg, what up? Nice seeing you live versus chatting on Silverbugs. Hey man, happy to have you here. I go to Silverbugs once in a while. I show some things off and comment on people that seem like they're newer and getting some new stuff to their stack or just starting out. I like commenting on those people, giving a little support, It's fun for me. Silver bullets work good against werewolves. I have heard that. And I got some, in case any werewolves happen to jump up in this room right here. I tell you what, man, I'll be ready for those werewolves. Guarantee that. Believe that. I am ready for werewolves, no problem. I got my 45 werewolf hunter bullets right here. Yes, no problem if werewolves decide they want to come in here, start some nonsense, some of that werewolf nonsense we've all heard about. I'm ready for them. And listen, I suggest you all be ready too. Will, what's up? How are you? Kamuzu says they're doing something wrong. Tell them. Listen. Stack and buy what you like. If you like error coins that are new bullion, I mean, who am I to say what you do with your money? Do it. It's just not for me. Some things are not for me. Some things are not for you. There's people in this chat right here. Look at this poor piece of silver that I created. And they're like, wow, that is ugly. I don't agree with it. I don't know why. First of all, you would bend silver. It makes no sense to me. I don't know why you would put your logo on a piece of silver. It's silly. I don't know why in the world you would... colorize it. I mean, silver has a beautiful silvery color. Why would you put coloration to it? Why would you put a certificate of authenticity with your hand signature on something like this, Spegtacular? I don't know. But some people like it. In fact, if I was to say something along the lines of, if you want this right here, you can, let me get this out real quick. I'm just going to throw this out there. Not something I planned on doing, but this is a pretty nice one right here. One of my domed pieces. Let's see. Oops. Just doing something real quick. Don't mind me. Pretend like this is not happening. You know what? I'll do free shipping because why not? $90. Buy it now. If I said buy it now, $90 for this one piece. This is 1.5 troy ounces. You think anybody would buy this? Buy it now, $90. 1.5 troy ounces. Anybody. It could be a member, it could be a non-member, whatever. If you wanted this thing, we'll see if anybody actually wants that for 90 bucks. I'll put it right here. Leave it there for a second. Back to the comments. Jack P, 45 winter, 9mm summer. I got an email today talking about 9mm ammo. This company is actually advertising and saying, hey, we're good. We got lots of it. You can buy it. So it's good to see ammo coming back, you know. Let's see. RR liked 1/10 $19.99 American Eagle last month. Nice. So you're in the challenge? Is that what you're saying? I like that. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Joshua Jones. I love Spegtacular Silver, but I'm not a Port fan right now. It's all right, man. It'll come back. It'll come back. Let's see. They look like 45s. They are 45s, yes. Those little bullets. Joseph Langon says, sold! If you want it, Joseph, just email me. Let's see. Spegtacular at yahoo.com. Cheeky Foreign Junk. Silver Power Move. Stacking Silver. USSR Rubles and Olympic Commems. What, is that what you like? Is that a nipple cover? It can be whatever you want it to be. Bullet, for sure. If you want it to be a nipple cover, man, which I'm sure you bought enough of these from me, I'm sure that's what you use them for, you sicko. I know you do. I like the variety of coins and bars. Phew. I would love to have the one you are holding right now. Brian, that's all you got to do is email me, man. I have another smaller one, too. I actually like this one a lot. So this would be a cheaper one, too. But I like how it's just kind of imperfect. I like these smaller ones. This is a gram, I think. 28 grams, yeah, so it's a grammer. And it got some hammered edges to it. Just some different ones. I don't know. If you guys are curious about any of the Port stuff, you just email me. I like these arches a lot. I like those. And it's all a process. It takes a lot of work, like I said, to do all this stuff. It's a multi-day process, but they're available if you guys want them. I have a few that I haven't put up on the website yet, but I do have some really cool ones on the website too. But yeah, if you want to try one out, just email me, spegtacular at yahoo.com. Or check out the website, spegtacular.com. That's fun. I don't want to show those off too much, though. Let's see. Those would make cool buttons. You'd make a cool button. You cute little button, you. Always enjoy the show. Keep making videos, keep pouring, and keep stacking. Okay, Barney, I shall. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching. Thank you, got me into gold. Did I really get you into gold? Thank you, man. Ray K, I have a couple of Spegs Porch silver pieces. They are cool. Be honest, Ray K. If you don't like them, let me know. Let me know. Jack P says, Rural King had it over the weekend. I was shocked. I went to Rural King today, actually. No joke. And they started putting ammo back on their shelves a little bit. They didn't have much, but and they were actually charging quite a bit for what they had. Joshua Jones got my 10th ounce Philharmonic for the gold challenge and a 10th ounce gold type 2 for next month. I'm so excited. Awesome, man. That's awesome, Joshua. I got mine today, my 10th ounce gold. I don't want to reveal it because it's, funner to put it into a video and talk about it and get more people into doing the challenge. But I'll probably have that video next weekish, I would imagine. Just fun. Excuse me. Let's see. Shout out Speg for bringing us all together, stacking in number. That's right, man. It's interesting, Sean, and I mentioned this a few times, that some people, they're coin collectors, man. They enjoy the Morgan dollar. They enjoyed old classic coins. And maybe they enjoy newer coins, but they're coin collectors, and that's why they watch these, videos, or they're subscribed to my channel, because that's what they are. They're coin collectors, and that's how I started, is coin collecting. But then I kind of evolved, and I started really liking silver and gold, of course. So, I've evolved a little bit, but I don't hate coin collecting. I still love that too, but I just have multiple things I enjoy, and I try to put that all over. Show me that silver bar. So it's interesting that I had to, I bridge both interests here. And some people are only into coins. Some people are only into, silver. Some people are literally only on my channel because they like poured silver. I've done many videos on poured artist pickups that I've gotten from many different people. And that's the only reason they're here. And it's interesting to bring everybody together. I don't like some of the hate that comes with it. You know what I mean? People that don't like poured silver, they're like, oh, that's junk, and I don't understand it, and it's garbage. Why would you pay for that? How much for that bar? I've already offered that bar before. I don't want to sell it, man. That's my prize. That's my prized possession. It's a very expensive bar. and now it's priceless. I tried to offer that at one point because it was a weak moment. It was my first 16-ounce bar, but now I love it. I just want to show it off. Isn't that nice that I can just have stuff to myself that I don't gotta sell? My personal collection. I'm missing some of the chat here. Travis C. I can bring myself to buy a 9mm. Last I picked up was $8 for 9mm. There's some. Dopey says some are only into hand hammered things. Yeah. When Doge hits $1, I want to get a 16-ounce poured from you. Yeah, stinking Dogecoin, huh? Listen, I came in at Doge at a real good time, everybody. And I came in at 4.5 cents Dogecoin. I know this is getting all off topic. I recommended it all to you guys on my channel at 7 cents. I know it's a cryptocurrency. It's pretty much like putting your money into the air and just like seeing what happens, seeing if it's like a boomerang and it comes back to you. But, I thought it was a good thing to do right then because it was being talked about and as a way to make money. And for people that listened at 7 cents, again, when I recommended it at 9 cents, man, pat yourselves on the back for listening one time in your lives because you did very well on that. And you had an opportunity to sell it at like 70-something cents. So I could have 7 times your money or plus that by a little bit if you bought it at 7 cents, 10 times your money. So, you had an opportunity. Not always right, but I was pretty good right then and there. So if you listened to me, bravo. If you thought that I was crazy, which a lot of those comments were very hateful when I posted about Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. A lot of hateful comments. People were telling me I was an idiot for recommending that it's going to zero, so stop, blah, blah, blah. And maybe eventually it will, but you had a serious opportunity to make some good money right then and there when I recommended that. And I like to do that once in a while, recommend things. Do your own research, of course. I'm not by any means a financial advisor, but man, I got it right then, did I? Jack P laughed at me. Yeah, Jack P was one of the haters, And Jack P, listen, I get it. It's a really weird thing, cryptocurrencies. I don't believe in cryptocurrencies one bit. I don't get it. For people that go like, oh, you just don't understand it. I understand it enough to know that it's nothing. It really makes no sense. For people to say that Bitcoin is digital gold makes absolutely no sense. Bitcoin is just absolutely nothing. It's made by somebody that nobody can identify. Nobody knows who created Bitcoin. It's weird. It's weird. Eventually, our currency and what we use every day may go to something like a cryptocurrency, but what's out there right now is not it. I guarantee you that. Or your money back. Eventually, we'll probably be using a cryptocurrency type thing, but I guarantee it's going to be backed by the government. Our government is going to have a say-so in that kind of stuff. It becomes serious. And I say we, like our government, and, we love the United States dollar, right? That's what a lot of the world runs on, let's be honest, is the value of the U.S. dollar. So why would they allow another type of currency to come in and ruin that? Think about that for a second. They're not going to allow that. And we already see a lot of senators and stuff trying to argue the point that cryptos, especially Bitcoin, used to be illegal here in America. And you can look those videos up. They're already trying to justify the fact that it needs to be removed. So, anyways, Travis says, hello, back on topic. What's your favorite commemorative half so far? The Texas commemorative $50 for sure. I do want to show one more thing. Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. I want to show, one more thing. All right, these are not for sale at all on this live stream. These are actually in my shop on Spegtacular.com. But I wanted to show some of these off to you guys. The color of these things, phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, look at this. The way this came out. Can you just enjoy that just for a split second, please? Please, the colors. Somebody said this is a pride nugget. I agree. It is a pride nugget. But it just came out so cool. Andrea, yes, I'm still alive. Absolutely. And look at this. Can you see just the rainbow specks all in this thing? Came out so cool. So cool. Just a nice 1.7 ounce nugget. And I have a few of these actually up there. Hold on. Where are they at? I think they're at the bottom here. Oh, look at this one. I'm sorry. I know it's poured silver. A lot of you guys are not into that, but I really had fun making these things. They're a lot of work, and at some points these kind of things stress me out a little bit because they don't come out exactly how I wanted to, but these ones came out pretty much right on the money. Right on the money. Pride silver. Yay. Ned Flinders says, you came out in a cool way, Spec. Thank you, man. I'm sure I came out of the closet here with my silver creations. Yeah, I don't know. I want to show those off just because they're so cool. So cool. I love them. I just love how they came out. Anyways, that's enough of that. The nugget, yeah. I just thought it would be fun to put nugget on there. I don't know why. Just the mood struck me at the time. Noble says, so I'm supposed to buy a silver bar because it has some type of rainbow effect. Really, like, that's worthwhile. Listen, if you don't like it, Noble, then you don't like it. I'm not mad at you for that. I totally get it. I like it a lot. I like it. I would, like I've mentioned before, I would buy that. I would buy those myself. What's everyone's favorite 90% to stack? Oh, let's talk about that. I got some tubes over here. Just some loose tubes that I'm trying to still fill up to put back into the stack. A lot of people like the Mercs. That's a favorite. My favorite ultimately is a standing lib. Standing lib is by far my favorite junk. If I see those like in a pile of quarters somewhere, I'm very much inclined to buy the entire pile just for the standing libs. With the date, of course. Got to have the date on there. But I love that design. That is a beauty. I know we can't really enjoy the design here because it's all worn down, but that's my favorite. Put it in the comments, though. If you have a favorite 90% design, you tell me what you like. Mercs are a fan favorite. I agree. I agree with you. Made a lot of money on Pride Silver. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. There's some evidence that we're going back to a gold-backed currency. I don't know, maybe. People have been saying that for a long time. Since we've been off of that backed by gold currency, people are saying we're going back on. So, yeah, I don't know. Keep your fingers crossed, okay? Noble says, just saying that's really not a valid selling point when the economy is going to collapse. Oh, jeez. And there's another interesting thing Noble was talking about is the economy is going to crash. When we've heard that since we were born. When we seen the markets in 2008, when we saw this, the rioting and the pandemic all mixed together, and we saw that, we thought that we were going to see, everything just fall to nothing, and things are still holding on. So just keep holding your breath and hope for that day. Stack for sure, but don't stack only for that reason. There's more to it than that. I've seen many old timers come and go that just believe that, eventually these things are going to happen, and then they never happen. Central banks will never let that happen. I agree. My favorite is Walking Liberty. Yeah, for sure. I like that. I like that coin a lot. Walking Libs are sweet. I think those are all tucked away. Oh, who likes these ones? Are these what I think they are? Hold on a second. No, these are not what they are. I would have thought they were. I thought I had some 40%ers. I was going to say, who actually likes those? I got a free gold back in the mail today. Oh, good. They're still doing the free ones. Good. I'm glad. Not enough gold in the world for the U.S. to go gold backed again. I seen some kind of picture recently of the who holds the most gold, and I think compared to the other countries, I think the U.S. was like 300 something billion. Wasn't it like 300 billion ounces or something like that? And behind them, somebody had like 111 ounces. 111 billion ounces. So the country that's behind the United States is like 3 times behind us. I'll tell you what, though, if it ever goes to a gold-backed system, I'm cashing in. I want my gold. Doge will be back before it's over. How will they print money if currency is gold backed? See, I do think that we've gone to a point where it's interesting, right? Because we want the convenience of a digital currency. That's why many of us have like a credit card or a debit card, because it's just easy, right? It's just you swipe and you're on with your day. You don't got to go to the bank and get the cash out. You don't have to carry a lot of money in your wallet, so potentially it's a little bit more safe. If you get your wallet stolen, you just call the credit card company and say, hey, card was stolen. Anything on there right now is fraudulent. And a lot of times they'll back you up before you even make that call. If they get used, fraudulent activity, let's go ahead and just stop that card. So there's a convenience to it for sure. But the privacy that comes with, actual like physical fiat dollars is really nice. And so where is that middle ground going to be? Maybe we just got to keep it the way it is. I don't know. I don't have the the ideas in my head to find out what we need to be doing or how it needs to work out. But I think a digital currency, because we've already pretty much got a digital currency if you really think about it. I mean, the fact that we have a credit card system and we can just swipe a card and it takes it out of our accounts, it really is, a digital kind of currency. I mean, really. It's just not exactly like Bitcoin to where it can be used kind of privately and shadily. A lot of stories came out pretty recently about people like hackers and stuff demanding Bitcoin because that way you can't track who's who. You have no idea. So it's a criminal's paradise, really, that Bitcoin and cryptos. Jack P. China and Russia have more than they say. I don't think we really have anything in Fort Knox. See, I would imagine that Fort Knox does have something, because otherwise, why keep it? Just is like a way to kind of hide what you may have by keeping the building. I believe Fort Knox does have stuff in it for sure, down underground. But I agree that China, Russia, many of these countries, why would they tell you what they really have? Why would they show all their cards? That goes with anything, with nukes, anything that they got. Why would they care to tell a world power what they truly have? If I was in control over there, I would keep a lot of that stuff secret. So I wouldn't totally, hate on them for wanting to keep it secret. Keep it secret, right? Don't show all your cards. That's like rule number 1. Every time you swipe, you give the bankers 3%, use cash. Well, the fact that it doesn't take away from you, Jeff, is a benefit, right? So if I had to lose 3% every time I swiped, I may be upset about it. And sometimes you see that there is a charge for card usage, but for right now, it's mostly on their side. They got to get something for it, right? Unstable spot price or buying more power and gold standard has always been a problem. I wish the new Type 2 Silver Eagle had the same eagle on the back of the Standing Liberty Quarter. Yeah. Whew, wouldn't that be pretty? That's a pretty eagle too. I really enjoy that one. I agree, Jack. I would love to see in Fort Knox. When is the last time they actually went to Fort Knox and looked at the gold? I've seen there's a video on YouTube. It's actually pretty interesting, where they allowed a certain few people to go into Fort Knox and look and touch the gold bars. And man, that was cool, just seeing all that gold in there. But it's an older video for sure. I would like to say it was it the 70s? Was it the 80s when the last time they allowed like a group to go in and look? Hard to say what's truly in there now, or like if you said, man, maybe there's just nothing in there. In China, all mine gold has to be sold to the CCP. Fort Knox has something, but it's not what you think. They don't audit any of the rooms except by looking through the windows. Let's see. Somebody made a new order through the website. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I will get that out to you lickety-split, I assure you. You'll have it in the mail tomorrow, whoever that is, if you're watching this right now. I try to be fast with the shipping, unlike some of these companies that you don't get information from for a couple days. A lot of jewels in Fort Knox. See, this is interesting. I like seeing what you all think, you know what I mean? Because we can't all be right. Let's be honest. Some of us here are completely wrong, but you just never know, and it's cool to see all these thoughts. Way longer live than I planned on, for sure. I was kind of done about an hour ago, but this is fun now. I think it has bed bugs and they are worried it will spread. Oh, Ned Flanders think that bed bugs are in Fort Knox. Very interesting, Ned Flanders. You could be totally right. Could be bed bugs in Fort Knox. Let's see. Store pays a 3%. That's why you get a discount at some gas stations. Spectacular. See, a lot of the gas stations I see, they actually charge you more if you're paying with a card versus cash. In fact, the ones over here, they'll have like that digital reading on their display for their gas prices. And like, let's imagine the price is like $3 for gas, which it's not. It's a little bit more than that probably. But you see that price right there being the cash price, and then all of a sudden you see the credit card price being a little bit more. Usually about 3% more. They let in some people once, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, was it 70s or 80s? 70s, says Jack P. Where are we at? Just snagged that 20-gram star off the website. There you go, Lick Run. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Some people commented saying that they think that what I should do is make it to where every piece on the website is free shipping. It makes it a real pain because then, maybe somebody wants to get like just a star like that, and then I don't know. Maybe I'll make back in the day how many of these websites were $99 for free shipping. Maybe I'll put that on the website. I don't know. Still a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Still a work in progress. Brand new to me. Some dum-dum like me trying to manipulate a website is interesting in and of itself. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll get that out, like I said, tomorrow. And I'll get you probably tracking tonight at some point. Imagine a bank bag full of diamonds in Fort Knox. I'm going to go with the earlier comment saying that bed bugs were in Fort Knox. And they've got them locked in. And so that's why they have it to where nobody can go in there, because they're not trying to let the bed bugs out. Darth Stacker says, Google says there is 147 million ounces of gold in Fort Knox, says Google. Joe Biden's son, what a thief that guy is. Unbelievable how law enforcement looks the other way. I read something, and I don't know. I mean, you never know what's true and what's not anymore. The news versus social media. I mean, you got to really research everything anymore. But they were talking about a Picasso painting selling for $150 million. And again, I don't know how true this is, so don't hold me to this. I just seen it on social media. But a Picasso painting selling for $150 million. Picasso, pretty famous guy, let's be honest. And then Hunter Biden selling one of his paintings for $500 million. And so they were questioning, what kind of painting does he have? I don't know. If that's true, that's kind of weird. Okay, I'm sorry. Not 150 million. I totally read that wrong, or I said it wrong. All right, so my bad, Adam. Adam says it was $150,000 for the Picasso versus $500,000 for the Hunter Biden. So there you go. So either way, I mean, it's quite a bit more, right? What's happening there? Anyways, again, social media. Who knows if it's true? Plumber Stacker, what's up, buddy? Good to have you here. Thank you for being around for 6 months, by the way, Plumber Stacker. Awesome. I greatly appreciate you. Let's see. Noble says, amazing how law enforcement looks the other way when it comes to Joe Biden's son, Hunter. I don't know if it's necessarily law enforcement versus the FBI, right? I mean, technically, I guess that's considered law enforcement, but it's not like, a police officer on the street somewhere. It's the FBI. I don't know what they're researching. Shoot, man, we're going to go way off topic. But let's talk about this for a second, the FBI. Because a lot of us don't want to believe that the FBI could possibly look the other way on things. But you look at that documentary about Epstein, and that's a really, really interesting video that was, I think it was on Netflix, that documentary right there. Very sad to watch, very hard to watch, but it's something everybody should kind of check out because it opens your eyes to a lot. And the fact that they could have busted Epstein a long time before they did, the FBI, and they looked the other way, they kind of discredited what was going on, caused a lot of people to get victimized. And so shame on the FBI, for sure. So do they always go out there and investigate and crack the bad guy right away? No. No. Hey, another very interesting and kind of a dirty one for sure, but another interesting, it's called a documentary based on their books was The Dirt. Did anybody watch that? The Dirt, about Motley Crue. Man, that was interesting. Very, very interesting. Don't watch it with your kids, though. My goodness, it's pretty dirty. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Our agency is going to save us all the DIA. I wish I could show you my coin spec. Send me an email, Sean. Spegtacular@yahoo.com. Just check me in. Send me an email and show me something. I don't always respond to all the images and stuff I get on there. I might say, like, that's cool, but I definitely look at them, I glance at them for sure. CIA is the most powerful of all. The Epstein documentary was appalling. It was disgusting, right? But it was very eye-opening, for sure. That Epstein documentary, very eye-opening. People should really watch that. The Social Dilemma, that's a very interesting one that people should watch, because you see that stuff. You can test that stuff out for yourself and find out it's totally true. Turns us against one another, this social media stuff. And the thing that you're watching, I don't want to say the name of it right now, but the thing you're watching right now is guilty of it as well. Not me, of course, but, the platform, the social media platform. The Dirt, Motley Crue, never heard of that? Didn't? You should watch it. Good movie, says Hans. I'll email you right now. Thank you. Planet of the Humans. What type of equipment do you use for pouring your bars? Like, what type of furnace and other stuff? Oh, shoot. What is the name of that one I got? It's something I got off of Amazon. 2 Auto? I think it's called 2 Auto. It's just some cheap furnace. I mean, it melts silver and copper. I have some copper bars right here that I melted too. Somebody, one of my peers, was saying that machine would not melt copper. And oddly enough, you tell me how I was able to melt these. Because I only have one machine, and they said that it can't do it. But you tell me how I turned copper scrap wire into copper bars. If it wasn't for that machine. It does work. Copper does not cool down quite like silver does. So when you get to that higher temperature, you have more time to work with it. And yeah, buddy. Cuties on Netflix, I heard it was bad. I heard that too, Darth. I didn't have the heart to watch that one. Because, me having some daughters, I didn't want to, Epstein was enough for me to see that thing. Clint Fox, who the heck gives thumbs downs on here? Your lives are that miserable? Man, people, listen, Clint, I'll have some really good content. I'm not saying this is good content right now. This is just us talking and having fun. It's good for me. I don't know if it's good for anybody just quickly watching this, but I'll have some really good content, and people will thumbs down it because they heard one little thing that they didn't agree with, they didn't like, whatever the case may be. The camera shook a little bit, and they go, thumbs down on that. What a terrible video. Got some real serious critics over there. Very telling about our law enforcement agencies. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. What's going on in Cuba right now, huh? I actually have a good friend of mine. He's Cuban, and he has still has family over there, and he said it's really sad what's going on over there right now. So he reaches out to his family and gets the scoop. But man, got to pray for the Cubans, man. Communist country over there, man. Just so close to home too, is it not? Wow. Check out the behavior panel. They did that Prince Andrew interview on YouTube. Yeah, man. After the Epstein thing, I went and watched the Prince Andrew interview. Oh man, that guy is lying so bad. I mean, I am no polygraph machine, but that dude's lying. Dude is such a liar. They're like, hey, we got this picture of you with this underage girl right here. Can you go ahead and explain that, please? And he goes, I can't. Can't explain that one at all. He's like, oh, were you drunk during the time? Were you? No, just can't explain it. Don't know how it was there. Have no explanation for you. It's like, oh, well, then you're lying. How does that happen? How does that happen? Did the Men in Black come with their little, anti-memory machine afterwards and hit you with it, and that's... Yikes, huh? Plumber Stacker got one of those I love older women coffee mugs. Do you got one of these, dude? I love this thing. You know why I love it so much? Because I invented it. And the wife actually allows me to have this mug. Because it's a joke. It's a joke. You know, she's younger than I am. So, you know, just about Morgan dollars. She's okay with it. But yeah, I love this mug. That's my favorite mug. And I love when she pours me coffee in this mug because it's my favorite. Anyways, but I don't drink it apparently because now it's cold. Look how cold that is. Can you look how, look, there's little ice particles in there. We totally got way off topic with coins and metals, didn't we? This is great. Ned Flanders say, everything is awesome. I agree, Ned Flanders. He's so positive, that Ned Flanders. I like that guy. He's so positive. Have you pre-ordered any 2021 Morgans? Is $85 each a fair deal? Well, now that there's such a pain in all the stuff that's going on with them, the original ones might actually be worth quite a pretty penny, huh? I did get some New Orleans. I couldn't get the Carson Cities. I had a viewer that said that they would sell me the Carson City when it came in, but shoot, you know, it's still going to be like November, possibly even later when those things come in. Yikes. I did get, I think I was able to get 2 New Orleans. But yeah, again, no Carson Cities. I would like to just have one of each, just to say I had them. I think it'd be fun to show them off on a video for you all, and that's that. Got the blue one. Mrs. Plumber gave me the look. Uh-oh. Tell her, listen, it's just a coin. No big deal. Don't get the missus upset. It's very important not to do that. Happy wife, happy life, right? Why does everybody think only bad guys can have plans? Love the fun show footage. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. I reached out to one of the people that runs the fun show, and it says on their page, you know, you have any questions, any issues, whatever, please contact this person. And they just didn't feel the need to email me back. I was like, hey, listen, you know, we're 35,000 subscribers strong now. I really want to show some fun show footage off. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. It's not about that. I'm doing everything for free. I'm just going there and I just want to have permission, really, to show some footage off. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. I'm not trying to show any faces off. I'm not trying to show any transactions off with money. I don't want to do all that. I literally just want to show coins. I want to show my viewers how crazy and how big this show is and really promote them for free. I got no response. 0. So I took it upon myself to whip out the old cell phone and do my thing. And, you know, some of that stuff was really kind of, you know, not planned. Like some of the footage during that video, you see that I have the orientation on the phone kind of this way. It's because I was doing an Instagram video. But I thought, hey, that was relevant enough that I could actually insert the Instagram video into the YouTube platform and show off everything. And yeah, I don't know. It was fun. Darth Stacker, how much did you spend? He says, the fun show was awesome. I spent too much money. How much did you spend there? Did you take any video at the fun show, Darth, or no? You kind of kept to yourself? Jeff Durden says, my interweb is getting wonky. Oh, thanks for coming by anyways, Jeff. I appreciate it, man. But we're all conspiracy theorists. No doubt social media is creating an even deeper division. The echo chambers create a cult effect while many politicians love every second of it. Absolutely, RR. And right on all accounts. And I agree that the stacking community is like the biggest of the conspiracy theorists ever. And I'm one to some degree too. I think there's some craziness going on there, so I'm guilty of it too. We all have some conspiracy theories, don't we? What do you think about the aliens, huh? Maybe not the aliens, but the UFOs. Those things are out there, man. What do you think? They're just drones, just really, really high-powered drones that our military or maybe another government is out there utilizing? Some kind of crazy technology. Very interesting. I'll tell you what, man. If you don't believe in UFOs, go check out Bob Lazar and his little talks. Dude, you might become a UFO believer for a moment. That guy really seems like he's seen UFOs. Woo! Darth Stacker says, let's say 4 digits spent. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's a true stacker coin collector right there, if I've ever seen one. I went, Darth, I'll tell you right now, spoiler alert, I went to the fun show with $4,000. And I had intended to go with more, but I spent some money before going. And I tell you what, going to the fun show with $4,000, I told this to somebody else, it feels like you're going there with $0. It feels like you've got nothing in your wallet with $4,000. There's just so much there. And yeah, man, I felt like I was broke. And that's true to just how I felt, man. Next time, hopefully I won't spend all my money prior to going, and I can go there with some serious cash and get some cool stuff. Even though I got some cool stuff, I wanted to get so much more. I wanted to get more. Ned Flanders, Spec, have you seen the new Sigma machines? Is it good? The one that goes through the phone, right? I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't. I've seen them on, I think, their website, but I haven't actually got the chance to try one out. I would imagine it's the same technology. I don't know. They're kind of expensive, though, right, for what you get? I don't know, buddy. They look interesting, though. I'd love to show one off. If anybody ever has one local to me, I will definitely see if I can't show one off. Been watching the alien videos, the talks. What do you think about Bob Lazar, Bill? Tell me what you think about that guy. Nick says, I wouldn't be such a conspiracy guy if the conspiracy didn't come true so many times. Sometimes they do come true, right? I was too busy wheeling and dealing. Adam says, I don't trust Bob Lazar, though. A lot of people don't, but then a lot of people do. A lot of people try to debunk what he says. His story seems like, why would he be telling these stories? You know, because I know people who are literally like psychotic, who are chronic liars. I know enough of these people and their attitudes. I don't want to tell you how I know, but I know. And he doesn't come off that way to me. He seems pretty genuine. If he doesn't know something, he just says, I don't know. He doesn't try to make anything up that he doesn't know or he's not sure of. He's interested in theories himself. He says himself that he has no desire at all to talk about aliens and UFOs, really. It's not, he's not interested in going and listening to stories and stuff. He literally says that he likes the technology that he's seen and he witnessed, and that's what he's interested in, the technology aspect. And he wishes that he never stopped having the access to that technology. Very interesting. Very interesting. Darth Stacker, I talked to a dude who recovered over 4 tons of silver from El Cazador. Really? Is that the guy that I show off in my video, or did you not watch it? The guy that has all that shipwreck silver? Robert says, Bob is the only human that was qualified to fly an alien spacecraft at the time, so it's safe to assume his recollection to be factual. Jack P., it's pretty nice. I think he actually put a rocket ship on his car. Like, he built a rocket onto his car. Kind of crazy. Jack P., it's pretty nice. Played with one Saturday at show. It tells you the percent of all the metals. Nice. So it's almost like the old Sigma. Is that kind of like that? But it's like, because they have like the regular mode that you're used to on the Sigma, and then it has like another mode you can go into, and it kind of tells you the reading of the metal. It's kind of like both of those combined into one. Is that what it's kind of like? Bob Lazar is not lying, whatever he's seen. And here's something right here. Let's question this for a second. Maybe the guy got knocked out. He had some kind of elaborate dream, and maybe, he's not lying because he dreamt it, but it was so realistic because he went unconscious or something crazy. Could that be possible? It's very interesting. Interesting how the one place that he worked for, I think he worked for a place, or did he go to school there? I forget. I think he worked for a place, Los Alamos. And they said, yeah, we have no Bob Lazar that's ever been here, blah, blah, blah. They tried to erase that. But then there's like old newspapers that actually identify him there. And like, how do you explain that? How do you explain that you're lying about somebody who worked for you and say that there's been nobody here that has worked there like under that name, but yet you have newspapers identifying that person did in fact work there? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Anyways, you should make a few silver bells for a Christmas giveaway to thank Christmas is only 5 months away. Isn't that crazy, Dopey? Whoa. Why do I gotta give it away, though, huh? You want me to just give stuff away for free? Jeez, free silver? Is that what you want? We should do a giveaway at some point. Again. It's been a while. That's actually a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll give something away soon. Aeon says, we are the UFOs. The fastest airplane humans ever flown was the SR-71, designed in the 50s, flown in the 60s. That was how many years ago? Spectacular, veteran U.S. Army, 11th Airborne. Thank you for your service, man. I greatly appreciate that. Anybody here that served, and a lot of the stackers, a lot of coin collectors are service members and veterans. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you guys' service. Definitely. Something that I never did, man, so I'm very grateful for you guys. All this stuff is going on behind the scenes right now, and it's affecting the silver markets. Phone directory. Hello from Oregon. Hello! Sam Brooks, you missed my my Oregon $50 I showed off earlier. Edwards Air Force Base. The entire base is underground. Family worked in the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. It's interesting. Some of these Air Force bases, or any kind of like military bases that claim to be inside of a bunker or a mountain, you can actually go to like Google Maps and you can search for these certain places, and you can zoom in and you can see a parking lot right next to a mountainside, and like literally, boom, here's the mountain. Here's just a random parking lot outside of the mountain. And you can't see the entrance, but there's a base in the mountains. You know what's going on there, because why would there be a parking lot in the middle of nowhere by mountains? And you don't see any kind of businesses. It's just a parking lot and then a big mountain. About the Mexican 50 pesos, and it is spectacular. Nice, man. That's a beautiful coin, is it not? One of my favorite gold coins, if not my favorite, is the Mexican 50 pesos. Huge, right? Feels so crazy in your hand. It's massive. Woo! Thank you. Without Patriots, we wouldn't serve any army. Yeah, man, thank you again. Appreciate it. Is $43 a good price for a slabbed Libertad? What year? Because some of these years are going for crazy prices. Like, what are they? The 2020s going for nutso prices? Holy smokes. I couldn't bring myself to do it. The 2021s came out, and the pricing on the Libertads, I was like, you know what? I'm not a buyer. I can't. It doesn't make sense. The pricing was so ridiculous. Hiding our secrets, and people think there is UFO there. Well, it goes back to, we can't show our hands to everybody, right? Because as soon as we let the news in there, let people in there, that information goes everywhere. It's not safe for our government to tell us everything that goes on in these secret places, right? Because as soon as you do that, you release that information to other countries, you let them know what you're working with, and they try to one-up you. Maybe they try to steal the information. They try to reverse engineer it, and now, they're one-up on you. So, you can't give away all the information. And as much as we would like to know for a fact what they're working with and what they got in there, it's not a good idea. It really is not. Spectacular. The parking lot could have been a start to a hiking trail. No, because when you type the address in, it actually says like base, and there's not a lot of hunting or biking trails or hiking trails that say base in the address. Navy has a patent on anti-gravity flying machines shaped like everyone is seeing. You can look it up in the patents. I mean, it would make sense, right? I like the old Italian coins. They're beautiful. Oh, Dopey, you're beautiful. Look at some old. I'll show you this coin. This is one that, when I start going through getting stuff graded, eventually I have to put together some pieces that I want to get graded. I do want to have this piece graded and looked at, because I don't know much about it. I'm not a foreign expert by any means, or any kind of expert. I'm just a guy. Let me get a glove on for this one. I do want to show you guys this. Any foreign experts that happen to be out there, please tell me what you think about this coin. I'd be so curious. This is kind of like my little foreign bin of like silver stuff. But I really, really, really want to get this thing looked at and graded and checked out. So it's got some problems to it. It is an older coin. But what do you think about this? The un peso from 1939. The Dominican Republic. I really, really, really want to get this thing checked out and get a true value on this thing. You don't really see this too often. Now it has some it looks like some pitting to it here and there. I don't know if that was just how the mint happened to mint this coin, or if that's something that happened over time. But it's weird that the pitting would happen in these little spots here. You can see right there, 3 little dots. But why would that happen in just those spots and not over the entire thing? There's a little nick here and a little nick here. I don't know. I want some information on this thing. It is a pretty nice one though. Pretty cool. You want to see some more of these? Is it all silver? Did you test it? Yes, it's all silver. I know it's silver. That's not the question. I just want to know more about, the value of the coin, if it's something special, if it's not. Ooh, these are my favorites. These are my favorites. I've got a few of these bad boys. Every time I see a Balboa, it must be mine. Unless it's too expensive. How much would silver have to be for the mines to target it again for mining? I mean, they already kind of get it as a byproduct now. I don't think that... Is silver usually targeted only silver? Or is it just a byproduct of other things and you get enough silver that way? I don't know. It's come up quite a bit now. I mean, I'm surprised it wouldn't be, if it could be targeted now, wouldn't it? Shouldn't it be a good price now? I mean, shoot. They've been mining it for so long for much cheaper. Why not go for it right now? 15,000 mintage. What do you think the price? It wasn't clean. That's good. There's another 1939 on eBay for like 350 USD. Is it sold at that price, or is this just kind of what it's going for? I love this reverse on this thing. Isn't that beautiful? It is really, really pretty. Some foreign coins demand huge premiums. There's so many out there too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think there's another one somewhere. 6 or 7 gigantic world coin books, too. There's just so much. So much. Asking price. Okay, thanks. Take it to the coin guy the next time you go. Coin guy sold that to me for real cheap, actually. I don't think that he really knew what it was at the time. Otherwise, he might have kept it. No good mines to buy, according to First Majestic. Hey, Speg. Glad you promoted the gold challenge this year. Have been picking some up every other month. God bless America. That's awesome, Dave. Very cool. Reverse looks ancient. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's look at some more of these real quick before we go, because now you've got me on a foreign tangent. Oh, this was one right here a lot of people liked. This came from the guy, too. This came from the guy. I think I stole that piece. What do you think? I think I paid even less than that. 1 peso from the Philippines. What do you think? Is that a good-looking coin? Very interesting, right? Vista is a great database for world coins. There was possibly a rip in the time continuum. I second that. Ask Coin Guy. Like I said, I already did. He's the one that sold it to me for dirt cheap because I don't think he really knew much about it. This live is cool. I didn't even know you did these. I try to do one every other week, Ned. Usually it's auctions, but I didn't have the wherewithal to do a lot of work tomorrow with auction stuff and packing stuff up, so maybe next time. Coin Guy is awesome. I agree. He was at the fun show Saturday. So if you came Saturday, I think for a brief moment before his vacation, sorry, I'm moving the camera. I think he was there for a short time. What do you think about that? Very, very interesting coin because it's got a lot of plain fields. Minted by the United States. I don't know if you could hear that, but I have a tarantula and it's trying to get out. He's on the roof of his cage right now. It's not supposed to happen. Ay. Mexico did a lot of mixed metals and testing coins when minting. Always good to check on the metal machine. Yeah, there's some, especially the older Mexican stuff and like the gold Mexican stuff. It has some issues with purity, does it not? I mean, it's an old mint, the Mexican mint. Is that not the oldest mint around? Is the Mexican mint? That's why so many cities have buildings that are partially buried. Took 100 years to dig out, get society rolling again. Bullet core. It's a good thing you did not do an auction today. I'm so broke this month. Yeah, buddy, me too. I spent a lot at that fun show. And before that, like I said, I was spending money. And then I'm still spending money. I went out today and bought some more silver and gold, too. What's wrong with me, right? What is wrong with me? This guy right here is having no fun. Look at him. He is a grumpy, grumpy dude. It's like, hey, we're going to be taking your picture here, just, a headshot for the sake of putting you on a coin so that millions of people can enjoy you. Can we go ahead and get a smile? He's like, no, you're getting this. This is the look you're going to get while I'm going to be on this coin. I'm going to be grumpy. I really don't care to be on this coin, to be 100% honest with you. This is what you get. This is it. This is all. So take what you get, and that's no more, no less. Yeah. So that side is terrible looking. But this side is great. This is a beautiful side. Very cool. Handsome guy. He's got a honking nose. Let me look at that nose real quick. Let me see the nose again. I don't know. I mean, that's, it's an average sized nose, right? Is that honking? It looks like it'd be nice and thick, though. Nice thick nose, like out this way. Not so much long, but definitely thick. I give him that. The ears are kind of interesting. Cool. Good to know. Good to know that we're on the same page. Ooh, look at this one. Ooh, you're going to like this one. I guarantee that. Look at this old gal. 1807. Ooh-wee. Now, he's got an interesting nose right here. Very interesting nose. Couple little chop marks on here. Couple little chop marks up there. What do you think about the grading companies suggesting that chop marks are damage? Do you agree with that? Are chop marks damaged? Or should they just grade it not damaged, but chop marked? Flabby cheeks. Looks like the old man in Metaliva videos. I don't know what those are. He's a lizard person. another conspiracy theory, the lizard people. I met this one person. This is a great story. But he was so into the belief that the lizard people were 100% real. And I'm like, why do you think that lizard people are real? And he goes, let me tell you something. I've actually seen lizard people. And I'm like, really? You've seen lizard people? He goes, yep. I don't know how to explain it, but I've seen these things. They actually have wings and they can fly. And I seen them. I was with a buddy and they went and flew up in the air and swooped down and grabbed my buddy and left. I'm like, really? And he goes, yeah, man, they look like us, but they can change. They can just kind of, go crazy. He's like, they'll actually eat people. He goes, they're legit lizard people. And I'm like, okay. Like, I'm just going to say okay, right? Like, I don't know how to talk to this person anymore. And he goes, funniest thing, he goes, I don't know why, but I only have ever seen them when I've been high. I'm like, okay, I got to go. I got to go. Of course, that's when you've seen the lizard people, when you've been high. They don't come around when you're sober, right? Ay, ay, ay. So that was the end of the conversation. And he was like, he was totally serious. It wasn't a joke or anything like that. He goes, yeah, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why, but I only ever see them when I'm high. It's a legit story, too. I had somebody there with me at the time that can totally back up that story. It's 100% a true story. Ay, ay, ay. Why do you think doors are so tall on the old buildings? Yeah, that's a good question, right? Maybe we had some giants back then. I mean, shoot, there was giants in the Bible, was there not? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Steve Woods about the chop mark says, I think you note it, but it isn't a deduction. I wouldn't think so either. I think it's a bonus, actually, chop marks. It's a lot of history added to the coin itself. Don't argue with the crazy person, Speg. Yeah, man, it's this guy. Jeez. I only see him when I'm high. Chop marks show where the coin has been. History being made on a coin should make it more valuable. I agree, Night Owl. Totally agree. Pillars. Yes, sir. I love it. Lemonhead says, he could have started with the whole I was high thing. Yeah, you started with that high thing, and I would have done the whole listen to you, but like drowning you out with my own thoughts thing. he could have definitely been like, all right, listen, first of all, I want to establish, first of all, that I was high every time I saw these lizard people, but, hit me with the but. And then I would have been like, okay, cool. Let me half listen to you. Of course we had giants. Yep, we had giants. Goes back to the Garden of Eden. Giants ruled. Giant skulls have been found in China. So, is that not one of those conspiracy theories, though? Because you look on the internet and you see these giant skulls, but there's no way to actually go and, look at one of these somewhere. That's kind of weird, right? Can you actually go to, a museum and see these giant skulls? Or is it just something on the internet? There's a picture and it says that we found them. Aye. Doors are tall because of funeral ceremonies, flags, family crests. There you go. There's a good reason for the doors being tall, he says. What about dragons? So many cultures have documentation. That's very interesting too, Brian. You see, the world of dragon coins, for example, is an interesting topic because India, China, all these different countries had some version of a dragon. How does everybody have a version of a dragon? I mean, they're like, oh, well, it's based off a dinosaur. But dinosaurs never had wings as far as we've ever seen, right? And these things all blow fire and stuff. Why? Why does everybody have a version of a dragon, all these different countries? And ancient civilizations like China, India, where's that dragon coming from? Very, very interesting. This one's going to kind of worn on the back right there, but I got the guy on the wrong way there. Yeah, I do. Very interesting little pieces. I love those. 1770, huh? Hoo-wee. Imagine that kind of era, man. 1770. Just knowing for a fact that you're going to die before you turn 40. I mean, yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to get some kind of weird disease that there's no cure from. You're dead. Yikes. The deep state hides them, of course. The world fairs were used to destroy the ancient buildings that couldn't repurpose or explain away. Dragon bars, baby. China called flying lights dragons, UFOs. The how do you say that? Qing Dynasty? Hold on, I gotta scroll back up. Had a dragon on their flag. And to usher in the new age. We didn't write. America? No, America's way too new. We're only a couple hundred years old. I mean, we use ideologies from other places, right? Rodney Pike, high ceilings for cooling and high doors to match. That's how they did it in the South. There you go. Another explanation. Every culture had pyramids. Aztecs, Mayans, the Egyptians. Did China have pyramids? Were there Chinese pyramids? I don't think so, right? Maybe? Look up the Dragon Man skull from China News has reported it. Bhutan still has a dragon on their flag. Silver coins are really cool and all the art and some. This is a cool coin right here. Real quick, just gonna talk about this. 1824. It looks like it's very worn down, but actually, if you look this coin up, this is how they look. They don't have details here at all. It just looks that way. Very, very interesting. Looks like a worn down coin, but that actually could be a very nice version of this coin. Kind of cool. Jim Mina with the $4.99 super duper chat. Thank you very much, Jim Mina. I greatly appreciate it. This live has gone way longer than I thought it was going to be. I need to get out there and eat some food. The coffee has started to pick up in my veins because I got no food to counteract it. Your slab coin has a very cool eagle dragon. Show it again, please. What was that? Was that the Iowa? The eagle dragon? You want to see the eagle dragon one more time? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. You're going to make me open this thing with the latches that I said that I'm going to break. Hold on. And I got to try to find it, too. I put them all kinds of wonky orders in there. Jeez, man. Why do I do this for you guys? You know why? Because I care about you. I love you. That's why. Hold on. Got to find the eagle dragon. Still looking. Going through the whole collection here. Probably going to be the first one. I'm going through the back first. Oh, jeez. Stressing me out. Haven't found it yet. I got too many commemoratives. Can you ever have too many? Is it this one? Okay, it's this one. I got to remember it's a small slab. There you go. Eagle Dragon. Iowa. It looks like they more went with a dragon. Does it not? shoot, maybe in 1946 they had dragons. We just don't even know, right? We weren't born then. We don't know. Don't judge. Maybe there's dragons over here in the United States. You don't know. Right on. All right, putting it back. Putting it back. I'm closing this up, darn it, and I'm not going back into it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done, fellas. Not getting that back out. Anyways, go back to this one. Again, looks worn out, right? Looks terrible. It's just how the coin was made. It's just they didn't put details there. Kind of silly looking. I mean, you can see a little hairline right there, and that's about it. Look this one up, though. Very fascinating coin. Let me read some more real quick. Crawfish for dinner, bruh. Man, I can't do the seafood stuff, man. Mom and Dad used to have a shrimp boat. I could not get myself to eating that stuff after too long. I used to love it, but then I think I had it too much, and I started getting like an aversion to seafood. Steve Woods, I am sure there are new people here. I hope there's new people here, right? Let's get some more people into stacking and collecting. That is fun. Anyways, one more coin, and then I'm leaving, darn it. And then I'm leaving you all, and you got to find something else to do. But what to go out on? That's the question. What should I go out on? Because you got to go out on a bang. Let's be honest. Is this a bang? Hold on. Can I go out? That's a pretty coin. Here we go. Nice Thaler here. Here's a Prussia coin. So what do you think about this? Beautiful looking, right? Beautiful looking design. Absolutely stunning. That's one of the benefits towards like foreign coins. There's just so many beautiful designs out there. Some are, a miss for sure. I'd argue that last one that I had with no design, no details on it was kind of a miss. But this is a hit, in my opinion. Do you have a 20-cent coin, U.S. 1876? I do have a 20-cent coin. Go big or stay home, right? A bang would be showing us some gold. Oh, geez, Nick. I did show gold earlier, didn't I? Here, I'm gonna make Nick happy too. Here, there's some gold for you, buddy. There. Now we have everything you needed. You have a foreign coin, which is cool looking. All right, not this side so much. This guy, again. We're gonna take your picture, guy. Can you go ahead and just give us a smile? Can you give us some kind of good look? I mean, can you at least shave for the picture? And he's like, nope. He's like, you're getting this. I'll do a little bit of my hair for you, and that's all you're going to get. I mean, like, you got the tight mustache for sure, but this right here is kind of loose. Kind of loosey-goosey right there on the beard. But this side, this is where it's at. And again, you wanted gold, you got the nice high relief, ultra high relief, excuse me, ultra high relief Double Eagle 2009. Hoo-wee. Anyways. That's what I got. Handsome fellow. Oh, you're talking about me, Lemonhead? Thank you. Oh, you're talking about the guy. My bad. LOL, that great piece. The high relief is drool-worthy. You're drool-worthy, Nick. Let me tell you what. You go-getter, you. Ann says, that would be so cool to see. I didn't know they existed until today. 20-cent piece. Yeah, it's hard to find those. I forget where I found mine. I think I only have one, and I bought it for the purpose of filling my typeset. They are very interesting. They didn't have them long because, I mean, a 20-cent and a 25, they got too close to the 25 with that. They were too similar, and people confused them. That guy's half bald. Yeah, but which half, though? You know what I mean? That's the question. Man, that eagle in the back looks cool. It does. It looks great. The ultra high relief aspect, it looks amazing. Almost have half a mind to crack this son of a gun out just so I can enjoy the coin since it's high relief right there in my hand. But I will leave it. I'm going to leave it where it is because it's pretty right there too. It is spectacular. Look at that. Whew! Start moving it around. You can see how pretty that is. That is a great, great coin. I mean, why did we not do this with the Morgan dollars, the new ones? Why did we not just make it an ounce of, silver and just get it high relief? One full ounce, high relief on the Morgan dollar design. Shrunk it, overall a little bit. Just shrunk the design and fit it onto a high relief. And 1 ounce of silver in an ultra high relief. Wouldn't that have been a great looking way to do the commemoratives? Whew! Ay. Let me be in charge of that mint, man. I'll make you guys some really cool stuff. I guarantee that. And I won't charge you $85 for 1 ounce either. I'll get you on $60. $60, is that fair? For an ultra high relief 2021 Morgan dollar. With the packaging, you get like the little wooden box. It's gonna have a wooden box too. Not gonna have none of that, junky, just, nasty box. It's my paper cardboard box. No, you're gonna get a little wooden box. Gonna hire some woodworking company, you know what I mean? Just contract them in to get you some nice wooden boxes. That's what I'm gonna do. If I'm dreaming. Russ says, out of curiosity, about a 5,000 gram. Is it a Geiger? You meant to put Geisher? I think you meant Geiger. When or if it comes time to sell, how hard will it be? 5,000 gram? Well, it's a larger size, but Geigers are pretty sought after. I think you'll have an easy time selling those. It shouldn't be an issue. That is just as St. Gaudens intended. I feel like St. Gaudens, if he looked back, on this coin right here that the Mint redid, of course, well after his passing, he would be like, you know what, that's all right. I can handle that. That's taking what I did and just doing something different with it, but not totally going out of the intended purpose. I think he'd be happy with that. I mean, of course, I can't talk to the guy. Would love a ultra high relief Morgan. Yeah, and something totally different, something new. Jason Lee, what up? What makes gold real or fake? Most standards around the world identify anything with less than 41.7% or 10 carats of gold as fake. I don't understand this. Why would that be fake? I don't understand that either. You could eat soup out of that thing. Yeah, buddy. With big old chunks of chicken. The 2021 Morgans are a disappointment. Yeah, and most of the disappointment is surrounded by the U.S. Mint and their total bumbling that they're doing with this release. Totally just bumbled that one up. Aye. Anyways, I've talked about that one enough, though. I'm not gonna hate on them much more. I'm gonna put my pores out here that you guys just hate on so much. You don't love pores, but I love them. Even if you don't like them, I love making them. I enjoy these so much. Anyways, I'm gonna end it on that note. High relief peace dollar. Ooh, see? And I think that you get a lot of cool detail out of a high relief peace dollar. People would really enjoy that. Yeah. One cool thing about the peace dollar, I guess that Coin Guy said that they're selling out like crazy in his shop. He can't keep peace dollars, even more than the Morgan dollars. So people are starting to enjoy those, which had been a sleeper. A lot of people didn't like the peace dollar design. A lot of big time coin collectors, they don't like it. Buddies of mine have said that out of the Morgan dollar, peace dollar, they'd much rather have a Morgan. And Jason Lee has said hi about 10 times now. Hi again, Jason Lee. That's about the second time I've said hi to you. Sean now is saying hi. All right, let's end this. Everybody just say hi, Speg. That way we can just get a bunch of hi Spegs right there in chat. But I'm going to go for now. Constitutional JB, what's up? The gold high relief is by far the best looking modern coin. I agree. I'd like to get a few more of these too. A few more of these they're so pretty. Maybe I'll get one in MS70 just for fun. Yeah, give me some high specs before I leave. The more the better. Gold not fake, just by their laws. In some places you only call a piece of gold if it's 10 karat. There you go. It's based on laws. There's your answer. All right. Listen, I got to go for now. I'd appreciate you guys hanging out so much. You guys have been great. We went way longer than I thought we were going to go, but hey, sometimes life is like that. Sometimes you can go for a long time. Sometimes, it's got to be a quick in and out kind of situation. A wham bam, if you will. This was not a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. This was this was for the long haul. And I greatly appreciate you all being here, hanging out. I have a new video out Wednesday. Let's do another one Friday just because. Let's show off my 10th ounce gold that I received just today. I'm going to show that off next week. And let's do some cool stuff. Maybe eventually we'll have some more Coin Guy videos. Maybe, I don't know, more stuff coming up, right? You know me, man. I get out there and I take videos of the stuff that a lot of people don't like to take videos of. It's not just the happy hands guy all the time. I do stuff. Check out my website if you get the time. Brand new website, Spegtacular.com. It has a G in it. Spegtacular.com. Pretty simple. Pretty easy to think about and to type. I think it's going to be okay. Can we get some more high spegs in the chat before I leave, though? I feel like we didn't get enough. There's not enough high spegs. Not nearly enough. I need that spammed. I need it spammed to the point where YouTube kicks you off of YouTube for spamming. That's what I need. All right. You all have been great. Thank you so much. Gonna leave you with the high spegs for now. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Speg. All right. Have a good night. Spegtacular is out. Hi, Speg.